think we live, baby. Let's go. Let's get this shit cracking.
I've been a bad man, yeah, the devil's prayed to me, and I help him go and get his way. You kept your word, boy, yeah, the devil said to me, and I can't wait to meet you one day. Yeah, I can't wait to meet you one day. Hey, 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 hey. Emotions out of focus, I'm crawling at my lowest. Feet hit the streets like a high-speed pursuit. I'm wild when I move, burning through your head, about to tighten up the noose. Bunch of clown faces blowing clouds of the booth. Woof, woof, hooters at the door, now they trying to run up in. I am not a guppy shark, stash everything. Dope in the pussy like a B of A deposit. Baby girl robotic, she gang bang ebonics. Hang with the rules or you gotta pull your weight. Told the biggest tool, keep one in the chain. This is not a date, dance with the Mex, get your face in the cake. Yeah, the devil's prayed to me, and I help him go and get his way. You kept your word, boy, yeah, the devil said to me, and I can't wait to meet you one day.
Gangsta Max said I'm gonna start pop locking like Playboy Eddie, but check one, check two, is everybody in?
Yes, sir.
Is everybody motherfucking in? Welcome to Hoodstocks, baby. We are the realest. We are the illest. We are the motherfucking... What are we, Casey?
The most independent.
Hardest podcast in motherfucking LA, baby. No disrespect to all the other ones, but shit, we the one, baby. Don't play with it. Hoodstocks, you know what it is.
Yes, sir.
Today's podcast is brought to you by Wavy Bar. If you would like to learn how this particular chocolate bar can improve your mental health, check them out on IG and TikTok at wavy_bar. Let's go, baby. Today's podcast is also brought to you by www.50rags.com, baby. You know what it do. You know, the Hoodstocks apparel. You know, tap in. Put your order in, I send it, you wear it, you rep it, you let them know. That's how it goes. Also, too, I want to give a big shout out to my boy Burst Rock from 27 Junkies, baby. Yes, sir. Much love and respect to my 27 Junkies. I happen to be one of them, too. The crew is sick. Another ill part of myself, right? Okay, today's guest, you might have caught homie torching the roof at Shea 45 Sway in the morning, or you might have caught homie at LA Leaker Show sipping on that Molotov cocktail with the double shot. Pull out the fire extinguisher, take out the batteries and them motherfucking smoke alarms, cause homie about to set them motherfuckers off. Everybody, give it up for the sensitive thug. Speak.
Hey, onda, what's up, what's up, what's up? Hoodstocks, thanks for having me. That fucking intro, goddamn. Goddamn, there's like a wrestler, bro. WrestleMania. I love that shit. That shit got me hyped.
I talk to my kids like that.
I love that.
Get your asses up!
If I had kids, if I had some kids, I would definitely talk to them like the Macho Man. So like, do your goddamn homework, brother. Like, you got me hyped. You
snap into a Slim Jim.
Take out that motherfucking trash, brother. Like, bro, you got me amped up.
Feels good doing that.
I like
shit,
that
shit.
shit.
Why, though? I mean,
I feel it. No, that's me on stage all day.
Yeah.
Mild mannered Theo, like when I'm off the stage, but like when you hit the stage, just fucking go super crazy.
I feel it.
You know?
I'm all about energy,
shake.
dog.
I love it. I love it.
I'm all about energy,
that got me
dog.
hype.
Sometimes I'm around people, dog, and they like that. They like that motherfucking 4th of July firework that just don't pop. But the fuse is, and you're just waiting. You know what I mean?
No, you just gotta let that shit blast off for sure.
I like to blast off, baby. You know what I mean?
Me too.
When me and my girl make love, I said, it's a race. You know what I mean? On your mark, get set, go, pop!
Yeah.
I won! She hates it.
That's funny.
You lose again.
I like that.
Three pumps, homie.
3 pump chump,
Yeah.
44 years old. That's when you know you're still young,
You gotta
homie.
pop the Rhino, bro.
Yeah,
that's what you go
speaking
to.
about it.
That's why you go to the gas station and just, bro, hit that Rhino, that R7. Get you some African Superman, You know what I'm saying? Like one of those. You know what I'm saying? The gas. We're big on gas. Everyone thinks
I've
it's
seen
a
them
joke.
Rhinos, dog.
I'm big on gas, bro. Gas station dick pills are so. It's a very fun recreational drug because you don't know what you're getting. That shit is not made in the USA. Doesn't got the fucking ingredients in the bag. Comes from a pharmaceutical company in China. It's a mix of like horny goat weed, like low grade methamphetamine and generic Viagra. You mix that with some. Oh, is that a Rhino? Get the fuck out, yeah.
This is yours? You use the Rhinos? Little Casey, go gadget ass motherfucker?
I love it.
This motherfucker, dog.
But that shit
I'm like a horse, baby.
Damn, dog. That little motherfucking Rhino.
That shit is dangerous. That shit like, it's a little methy. It's a little like you really feel like
You really use
you feel
these?
like you're
I've
on.
never used one. I got that one from the liquor store.
That's
Why
fire.
did you get it?
It was a free sample. They gave it to me as a free sample.
He was trying to get your
Yeah,
little ass.
He was trying to. He was
like, invite me over. You give this to me. I take care of you.
Yeah, take this.
Which one is that one? Speak.
up.
I mean, it's gold.
You know what? I didn't have enough for the Rhino, so I got the orangutan, dog, and it had me acting
yeah.
like a fool, dog.
Yeah, I don't know what
My
this
banana
one
was all over
is.
together. Huh?
I don't know what this one is. They definitely have a golden rhino though. It has like it's in the form of a rhino.
Oh,
I'm not
shit.
sure which one this is, bro. They have so many like variations of them. That shit is fucking fire.
You know what we're gonna do, dog?
I might just.
You stay a little longer. We're gonna all leave, and we'll leave you with Casey, bro.
Yeah.
And you try that Rhino out, bro.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
I'm always down. We're having sex with everyone.
Little man on my dick. I got a little man with a funny hat on my dick.
Yeah. I think I said that. I was like, yo, pull up to the, like someone that come, I'm coming to the show. I was like, yeah, pull up to the show. We're having,
Bring some Rhinos, dog.
Bring some Rhinos. Yo, fans were throwing them on stage at the Roxy when I sold out
To
the
you?
Roxy in August. Like, because I'm always talking about it on social media. Everyone's like, yeah, like, bro, it's crazy, man. Like,
They want to have a little baby Jesus, huh?
yeah.
Like, I'm gonna have
Jesus.
The immaculate inception. Like,
You look like you had that beard since you were like 3 years old,
but
dog.
I've had a full head and face full of hair since I was like 12 years old.
Bro, you were born with the 5 o'clock shadow. You came out looking like a little Armenian or something, dog. You know what I mean? Like,
Yo, everyone always asks me. Everyone's like, bro, especially like you hit, you know, the north side of like you hit the valley and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
hey, trust me.
Yeah.
Trust me, bro.
Trust
You
me,
were
bro.
a brother.
You know when someone says like, brother, for you, I got a deal. You know it's gonna be the most fire deal of all time. my friend, for you, my friend.
Yeah.
You get the most fire deal. I love it.
That's
but everyone
that's when he get burned or fucked. No,
Well,
I've heard that
remember,
a gang of times.
That's some
dog.
like Crazy Gideon shit, right? Remember Gideon?
Yeah, Crazy Gideon was my pops' friend, dog. Downtown LA, dog. Crazy Gideon. I swear to God,
Yeah,
I used to
yeah.
go to Crazy Gideon's in downtown LA when I was a kid.
He had a big
Remember that
ass
was my
warehouse.
pops' friend, bro?
That's
He knows. That's my
crazy.
cousin right there,
Yo,
dog.
those commercials
Him
were-
and my pops were fucking like homies,
That's
dog.
fire.
Like he got my
That's so fire.
pops got. When my grandpa Jules, rest in peace, when he came out here from the East Coast and shit, my pops got him a job with Crazy Gideon. You know,
I love it.
Yeah.
Yo, there's some like I feel like that's a very like LA specific thing because fools outside of Southern California, LA don't know that shit. It'd be fucking 4 a.m. You turn, I'm fucking Crazy Gideon. You want Tanahashi TV? And it was always like a weird off-brand, not like like a Sony. You want Sanyo TV? $29.99 DVD, VCR, CD, MP3 combo, $19.99. My friend, come through. I'm crazy. I'm like, yo, this fool is twacked out.
You know
That's
what?
cocaine.
You know-
My man just neck full of gold, chest hair out, just
Yeah.
off the VCRs and cocaine pack.
I mean,
love it. I fucking love it.
Nothing goes better than chest hairs and a gold chain.
Yeah,
dog.
like-
That's why I don't wear gold chains, dog. Cause my chest hairs.
Yeah, my chest hair is
ain't on
weak.
point, baby.
Everything's up here. My chest hair is weak as hell. But I'm like, bro, I'd be open shirt all the goddamn
I
time.
would too, dog.
Razor Ramon, and I would baby oil my chest hairs too.
Oh, they'd be shellacked to the chest.
I'd
You would
be
have that
so-
Jerry curl chest
Yeah.
hairs
I'm like-
dripping all over the body.
I'm like, let's just go full pervert on them. Let's go Miami pervert.
I've been just walking around with a palm comb, dog.
Yeah, just
What's up, baby?
Heady, like animal.
Just, you know what I mean? Brush. You know what I mean? Just brushing that bitch, dog. You know what I mean? All the way to my dick. You know what I mean?
that's the greaser comb, right? The one that you put on
Yeah,
your
the
little
palm
hand.
comb, dog. The palm comb, dog. I mean, yeah, dog. You never went up to the homie and put your hand on his ass and said, "Hey, dog, you got my palm comb?" Yeah. Me and the homies do that shit all the time. We always thought it was funny too. Hey, dog, you got my palm comb?
My brother Nicky was always on that shit. Little Nicky, he was like, shh, and he also had the switchblade comb too.
Oh, that's tight.
I'm like,
That's tight. Hey, you know what? I want to break the news to you guys right now.
talk about it.
Since we started early Sober October, we just broke the Sober October. I'm
Grace.
sorry. It's Casey's fault.
Well, I have
we
a little
just-
story about that one. I actually broke sober October, and I called Grace on Thursday evening.
Who the fuck is Grace, bro?
I called Grace.
What does Grace mean?
I said, Grace, I'm gonna drink. Like Grace, like.
But you're Buddhist.
You're Buddhist?
Yeah. And what's he yelling out Grace?
That's tight.
Shouldn't he be yelling out fucking...
I yelled out Grace
Titty,
to the
titty, bang, bang?
Hoodstocks crew. I said, Grace, I'm breaking sober October today.
Wait. When did you break it?
Thursday.
Why didn't you tell me? You should have called me up and told me, Casey.
Well, because you're over here fucking talking shit to me on my goddamn phone when I was over here at this photography show.
Because you...
And I was
bro,
like over here buying a book, and I'm like, this
Buying a
motherfucker-
book, nerd? You can never say you buy a book.
Well, I stole the book.
No, we buy
I was
books all
stealing
the
the
time.
book.
We're all nerds
I
right
got
here,
so
dog.
many books,
We're
bro.
fucking straight nerds.
It was a
dog.
photo book. It was
But
a photo
the
book.
thing about with this dude though, dog, is he's a gay nerd, dog. Because
That's cool.
No, it's cool. He's gay. You know what I mean? We got balance. We need balance around here, dog. We need a homosexual here, dog.
All inclusive, bro. We got love for everybody. You feel me?
Thank you.
Oh, you
love
ain't trying to get canceled, dog.
Nah, I
You
just
know
got love for
what?
everyone.
You got love for him? Go kiss him on his fucking mouth, dog.
He has to slip me this Rhino. First. It's like stick this Rhino pill in my ass and we will.
Oh shit! The turkey base, the Rhino pill. Levels.
Yeah.
There's levels to this shit, gentlemen.
You ever snorted a Rhino?
No.
Is it powder form, bro, or what? Does it when you break
Yeah,
it down?
when you crack it open, it's like
And you put in the molcajete, fool, and then
You about to give me some moco hete right here, homie? Hey,
yeah, man. Like, so yeah, the Rhino this is dangerous, man. This is dangerous.
how long?
that's why it's
So
taped shut.
This isn't
it's that dangerous. It's
got
taped shut, bro.
duct tape on it.
shit got-
No, this is like radioactive waste, bro.
radioactive. Oh, sorry. Who sings that song?
Dragons.
Oh, systems down.
Imagine dragging these
Dragons.
I
nuts.
love that. What the fuck?
I fucking hate that song. Every time I hear that song, I just like think of like fitness commercials of people like hitting
Radioactive.
the fucking
Yeah, Lucky works out with that song.
Radioactive.
I hate that.
I do
shit.
my Zumba to that shit, dog. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyways,
intense.
we broke sober October, ladies and gentlemen.
I was never in it, so
You weren't in it. You weren't in it, dog. You weren't in it. But you know, we're gonna have. You know what? We went into this podcast just like I pictured it. I had a dream last night that
Tell
we
me
were gonna
about
do
the
it just
dream.
like this, dog.
Yes.
I say, no, this is not too many times, dog.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
gonna be sitting with the motherfucking Mexican Jesus, homie. I mean, dog, you know what, dog? Hair is power, my G, and
It is,
you
man.
bro, you know what, dog?
I'm trying to be all gray.
Hey.
I'm trying to look like straight the fucking Gandalf. Like people are like always making the jokes. Man, he looks like a bro. I'm trying. That's wisdom, bro. Like only fucking 33 years old, but man, all these grays, I fucking earned that shit. This is a lifetime of hard living, hard drinking, hard fucking having money, going broke, doing it again. You know, this is like the experience. That's like maybe like some of my favorite shit. Like when you might peep a little comment here and there. It's like, man, he's old as shit. I'm like, bro, like I'm 33, I'm gold, I'm platinum, I'm fucking building a house and like, but I'm haggard, bro. Life will fucking whip your ass. Like it's not fun.
Haggard,
It's not easy.
isn't that Haggard? Isn't that name from whatchamacallit?
I'm Haggard
Viva la
Hagrid.
From who?
Haggard Hagrid. Haggard means like you're Haggard.
No, from fucking
Lord of the Rings.
No, is it Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings
No,
or is it?
Hagrid from Harry Potter.
Oh,
Harry Potter.
Yeah, but Haggard is like, yo, when life beats your ass, man, you look haggard. So I look like Haggard. I like that shit. I look like Street El Bookie. I look like
You look.
fucking-
You know, I'm gonna tell you. You look like my best homie growing up, dog. My homie Gonzalo. Does it look like Gonzalo?
Was he a
dog?
rocker? Was
Yeah,
that full
dog. He was a
rocker?
straight rocker.
Yeah.
Well, we were all rockers back then,
That's
dog.
fire.
You know what I mean? Before I got into the hood, dog, I
Yeah.
was fucking slam pit, skater,
Yo, but
dog. I wasn't all that
I
shit.
think we were
dog.
talking about that on the phone though. Like in Los Angeles and Southern California, all that shit is adjacent. All the cholos I knew fucking went to like drink fucking 40s in the backyard punks, you know? I knew
dog.
cholos who were fucking at the warehouse dancing to techno with the fucking groomed eyebrows and party cruisers. All that shit runs adjacent in Southern California.
Absolutely,
People
dog.
outside of Southern California
Don't understand it.
Yeah, because this is like one of the main takeaways from like living full time in Mexico. Being Mexican in different parts of the world means different things, you know. Like my homies you know what? I think the homies in McAllen, like South Texas, like near the border of Reynosa, they're very similar to like the Southern California fools. Because those fools are like gangsters, fuck, but they like hardcore, they like techno, they like reggaeton, they're cholos, they're skaters. So like, but everywhere else, like the fools in Arizona, it's different. It's different everywhere.
Yeah.
I got love for everyone.
You know,
But when was the
But it's
first time you ever met beach cholos?
Oh man, I was telling the homie,
Beach Cholos,
yo, no, that's real. Yo,
fuck?
I was. No, that's real.
Venice.
Exactly.
Venice, Lords of the Dogtown.
But I was telling the homie Alex from Born and Raised, those fools are fucking beach cholos.
Yeah, no, I was gonna talk shit, but then I thought about it, like, wait, no,
they're
badass fools from that side.
beach cholos
From the beach, the harbor area, the homies, dog.
But growing up,
but hearing it from him, it sounded weird, bro.
No, but it's real. No,
because he's gay. Did I forget to tell you that he's gay?
Keep the story going.
Live your truth, my brother. I'm with you.
Leave the truth, even if it's in your ass, bro.
Estamos
Power
juntos.
to you.
I love it. Estamos juntos, bro. We together.
You ain't trying to get canceled, are you?
Man, they can't fucking cancel me. I'm in syndication. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, let's go, baby.
I'm in every country.
Finish what you were saying. I rudely interrupted you.
It's all
disrupted you.
No, but so I was talking to the homie.
Drunk.
I was talking to the homie Two-Tone from Born and Raised. Okay, so growing up on this side, I didn't even know there was a beach in LA until we were fucking teenagers and we could go over there because we never left this corner of LA, right?
Yeah.
We're like, holy fuck, there's a whole fucking beach here. And you go over there and there's fucking hippies, skaters, and you see like beach vatos. And I'm like, yo, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like with the fucking tricked out fucking cruisers and shit. I'm like, yo, these guys are fucking gangbangers. This is crazy. Like, what? I didn't even know this sector of the city existed until I was a fucking teenager. Like, this is crazy. And yeah, that shit's real. But all those Born and Raised fools, shout out to them. They're like beach thugs, bro. I love that shit.
That's tight.
They're all
bro.
fucking city like bombing shit all over the city. They're graph writers. That shit's real, man. I got a lot of homies on that side, like the Venice and shit like that. But that was the first time I ever seen beach cholos. I'm like, what? Like, what the fuck? You gangbang and you surf? Like,
Yeah.
So adjacent, right?
Get the fuck out of here. You got a burner and a boogie board? This shit's crazy.
Well, you know what? It's so
Cortez and your toes are in the sand. This is nuts, bro.
And you got nice toes. Yeah. I mean,
It got real quiet.
Why is that weird?
Nah,
Let us see your toes. Lucky then.
I got hammer toes, dog. My toes are the worst toes you ever seen in your fucking life.
My
dog.
shit's like raptor claws, bro. Because I run a lot. Like I do a lot of I run like probably like 4 times a week, like 5 miles a day. Like I'm doing like 20, 25 miles a week.
Now I know where I recognize. I recognize you from that Forrest Gump. That Forrest Gump movie, baby. I just kept running and running and running.
The first autistic Cholo, because he had the Cortez on and he trekking cross country.
That was such a good movie, dude.
I always tell the homies, like, bro, I always tell like bitches on the gram, like the homegirls, whoever. I'm like, man, whenever they're posting pics, like, don't show your feet for free. That's money. Like, you're throwing that shit away.
Oh, you're a feet dude.
No, I understand the economics of feet, but I'll be sucking toes. Like, it doesn't matter. Yeah, we nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there was
they're
a
clean,
thing.
we'll suck them. Like, what the fuck?
Would you put Tapatio on them, though?
Tapatio.
Valentina.
Valentina. Okay.
Salsa Valentina.
Everybody got their flavor, baby. You know what I mean? Shit.
I'm a Valentina
Put some
guy.
baby rays on that bitch, dog. I like it sweet.
Maple syrup.
Well, there was a lot. I was watching porn for a while, bro, and it was just a bunch of fucking broads jacking dudes off with feet, and I was like, well, shit.
That's
you know what I mean?
right.
Because I knew there had to be an art to it, dog. You know what I mean?
Keep positive. Like, whatever you like, as long as it's safe, fun, consensual, you're having a good time, do whatever you do.
But it never looked like there was like lotion or anything on it. It looked pretty dry.
Yo, but there's like these weird like sub-genres of feet. So it's like, man, I like feet that are manicured. I like feet that you're mashing around in mashed potatoes. I like dirt. Like, yo, white people like bitches posting dirty feet pics. Like, you walked around barefoot at Coachella, or you stepped in the pool. Like, no, people will pay. Like, I learned this shit. Like, I wouldn't.
Fetishes, dog.
Yeah, but it's mainly white people.
I mean, what's the fetish you have, bro, when it comes to females?
Man, I got so many, man. I like to I like to role play a lot, you know.
I like role playing too.
I like role playing. One time this like freaky girl, she shoved a Lego up my ass. But it was one of like those big ones, you know, like they give kindergartners, like those big like
2x10? 2x10?
It was like a bootleg Lego, the Blocko. I think it's called Blockos. No, I like all that shit. Like I really got into like BDSM, you know, like bitches in leather smacking me the fuck up. I like that shit. I like that shit.
Hell yeah.
That
Like, I mean, it just turns you on, bro? Like, she's smacking the shit out you or what?
Nipple clamps.
On you?
Yeah, I really got into like, you know, like fucking with like a white dominatrix. I'm like, yo, like just punch me in the face and call me racial slurs. That's not just.
Did they ever put the jumper cables on you?
No, fuck no, bro. My hair's flammable. I'd go up in flames, bro. No, but like all that shit is cool, man. Like, you know, like I'm versatile in that way. You know, we could be sensitive, we could go rough, we could be dominant, submissive. You know, sometimes, you know, you need to be slapped around and told what to do. Sometimes you need to do the slapping around and you know, tell them what to do. I'm into all that shit.
Yeah,
feet, I definitely I had a moment like where I was going OD on the feet though, for real. Yeah. Hella foot jobs. Like for real.
Hella
like,
foot jobs?
Yeah, hella foot jobs.
Because
I loved it. I fucking love it. I love it to this day. So
Yeah.
it's like,
well, my girl did it once.
Public sex.
My girl did me
sex.
one of those foot jobs one time, dog, and that was the last time, dog, because the next day, dog, I had an athlete's dick.
Damn, you had to spray it down with the
That shit hurt like a motherfucker.
the tough acting.
That shit hurt like a motherfucker.
You had to do
dog.
the John Madden spray.
Yeah, I'm the dick, dog. You know what I mean?
That's real, bro.
Never again, dog.
That's real.
But my girl likes to run a lot too.
Yeah, she's a runner.
She's a runner. She's a track star.
She likes to run a lot too.
She's a track star.
Hey, Speak. So, you know, all fun and games and bullshit aside, we're gonna have fun throughout this whole podcast. This is what Hoodstocks all about, my boy.
I feel at home already.
Nah, we're easy
yeah.
right here, baby. You know what I mean? We're easy, dog. You know, in case he's not gay either, by the way. He's got a beautiful woman, dog. Like a beautiful woman, dog. All respect, dog.
That's right.
And she's black too, dog.
Technically, she's Jewish.
Is she Jewish?
You can be black
mom's
and black.
Jewish.
She's a black Jew?
Well, she's black, Chinese, and Jewish.
Yeah, I can see it, dog. I can see it. And he's got a beautiful, and you know, I love her too. You know, I mean, she's family, right? But I like to give this dude a hard time. And
Yeah,
shit.
it's not love if you're not roasting your people.
Absolutely,
Exactly.
And busting
Yeah.
their ass. I talk shit to all my homies all day, every day, but it's like, yo, that's my love language. I fucking love you at the end of the
If
day.
I ain't talking shit to you, I ain't fucking with you, dog.
Yeah.
That's just the way that shit goes,
Yeah.
dog.
No, that's facts.
Especially at dudes at work and shit, dog. The dudes
Yeah.
that I don't talk shit to, dog. You know what I mean? I ain't fucking, and they feel it too.
No,
They're
plus that's-
they're like, oh, this fool ain't talking about
Plus,
my
that's
mom.
bro,
Fuck.
that's some Mexican shit too. Like
Yeah.
you get roasted. I told somebody, I'm like, bro, like you don't want to go to a Mexican funeral because if you're laying in that casket, everyone's talking shit about you. Like,
Yeah.
they'll give you your respect and love me. Like, man, that motherfucker owes me $500. Fuck you.
Hey, no, you trip on this shit. My homie, I was at my homie.
Pendejo
I was at my homie Johnny Conejo's funeral, and to lighten up the mood, I told his wife, I said, "Hey, all due respect, blah blah blah, woo, woo." But before Johnny passed, I let him borrow $50.
Can I get that back?
And
I
she
get that
laughed,
back?
bro. She
Yeah,
was
yeah.
in tears and she laughed, dog.
Yeah.
I told it was something on the lines of that, dog, regarding me.
Yeah, busting
But
your
yeah,
people's
that's
ass.
what
That's
we
love.
do, baby.
Yeah, yes, sir.
That's what we do. You know what I mean? Love to my big homie Johnny Conejo. I love that dude. But Speak, man, bro, your story, dog. I mean, we just fucking acting fools right here. I'm sure we can do this for 2 hours straight
Yeah, man.
easily, bro. But you know, that's the purpose of you coming here, bro, is to share your story, to share your journey, my boy. I mean, when I hear your music, my boy, you sound like it, you know what I mean? And I hope you don't take any disrespect to
Don't say J. Cole, bro.
No, I say the Mexican Eminem, dog. You know
That's
what I mean?
crazy.
That's what
I've
I say,
never
dog.
got that. I've never heard that.
Yeah, I said this. Damn, this dude's the Mexican Eminem right here, dog. This motherfucker's hard as fuck, dog. Like I don't know. Like I know a lot of homies that are just hard dudes and with hard lyrics and
Yeah.
what they say, you know, they mean,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
So when you hear that, it doesn't matter how technical of a rapper they are or
Yeah.
metaphorical rapper they are. If it sounds good and you know who it's coming from, then it makes sense,
Yeah,
dog,
yeah.
and you'll bump it, dog. But then there's some cats, dog. Like I don't really know your background. I'm gonna get to know your background
Yeah.
today, dog. But I hear you spit, dog, and I'm just like, well, technically, in all the other boxes that would be on a motherfucking hip hop, freestyle, rap, bop, 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 whoop, 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 everything is checked, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
In
think-
regards to,
I like to think
the skill set, dog.
I think I like to, pound for pound, like I'm pretty well rounded with the skill set.
Are you the best?
I think I'm the best, absolutely. I think, like when I say that, people like when I say that,
And you're the best what?
I'm the best in the world, and I'm the best fucking Mexican rapper on earth. There's never been a rapper like me, and I know that. I'm not stupid.
So if
I
you're
know the conversation that's happening around me. So when you say Eminem, even though I really liked Eminem when I was like younger. You know, you kind of grow out of music
Yeah, I
because
hear
like. You change, your life experience changes.
And that's why I said no disrespect.
No, but-
'cause sometimes
but like-
I know people would feel
but like he has all the technical ability and also how he changed the perception of what a white rapper could be. Because
Yeah.
before him, everyone's like white boys suck. Everyone's Vanilla Ice. But now you could be G-Eazy, you could be Jack Harlow. There's a space for everyone who's white and nice to get it because Eminem kicked that down. And I think I want to be that for Mexican American rappers, because growing up, like, bro, I love fucking Cypress Hill, but there's really not. There was a lot of Mexican rappers, but it was always kind of like, okay, either it's like Cypress Hill, some like some barrio shit, some SA shit, or like the LA like super underground lyrical, spiritual, like physical.
I hate that shit.
No, but like
lyrical, spiritual.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, can
Ritual.
I? Yeah, but I'm like, yo, can I just be like a swagged out, like, can I be a good songwriter? Not to say like, oh, like, why don't Mexicans like have our own? There can only be one Kendrick Lamar, but like, why can't we have someone who's just on a different level, who changes the perception and who's elevating the art, And I want to be that because there wasn't really too many for me when I was growing up. I mean, I loved. I jammed everything. I love Cypress Hill. I love
B-Real's been on this podcast, right?
Man, yeah, I fucking love B-Real.
Yeah, B-Real's
man.
been on here. Let me ask you a question, bro. I don't want to cut you off, but I want to get this in before I forget about it, because even during the Dwight Howard interview, there was questions that I wanted to ask him, but he would go and I'd forget about it.
Feel free to cut me off.
No, I don't want to cut you off, bro, because when the motherfuckers flowing, they flowing, dog. But right now I want to catch this, because we learn from podcasts, right? We learn and be like, bam. But so if you're the best Mexican in the world, are you the best rapper in the world or the best Mexican rapper in the world?
I think I'm the best rapper in the world.
Okay, so
I turn on the radio and when you say best in the world, I was trying to, because when I said that on LA Leakers, it ruffled some fucking feathers. People are like, who is this? I see that, man, this guy's fucking nice, but the arrogance of him, like, man, suck my dick. In rap, you could have all your chains, talk about your cars, talk about all your bitches, talk about fucking someone else's bitches, talk about how much money you have, so that's okay. But as a Mexican and a Mexican American, I can't look you in the eyes and say, skill for skill, you can't fuck with me. That bothers you, but you could kill people on your records. You could do this and that. I'm like, suck my dick. I'm the fucking best. And the best in the world, and a lot of people, because I did spend a lot of time ghostwriting and ghost producing for other people.
I want to get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But so I'm saying, like, a lot of people are like, you're not the best. You don't have the #1 album. You don't have 10 million streams. Fuck all that shit. Best in the world is not a metric that you can measure in analytics or streams. So a lot of these rappers, no matter how much money, streams they have, XXL, freestyle, freshman list, they can't with a straight face look themselves in the mirror and say, I'm the best at what I do, because they're not. I listen to these fools rap and I'm like, I would be embarrassed. Like, I see like the XXL freestyle, right? Like the freshman freestyle. And these kids are in there, fucking your bitch, doing my thing. Yeah, wearing designer, wearing Rick Owens. I'm like, bro, you're fucking 25 years old making goo goo gaga noises. You should be fucking embarrassed to think you're even a rapper. I don't know what the fuck you are, but we're not in the same league. And I love all the young, I love everyone, like King Little G, I fucking love OGs. I love everyone doing it, but I think there's and those guys are killing it. I'm happy for anyone bettering their life, representing, speaking their truth, getting their money, but there's a very vivid and evident gap in skill set. And none of them are on my level. None of them. They're not. So who's like on my level? Like, who's on my level? Like people that like my homies, like Vince Staples. That's like, wow, that guy's fucking incredible.
Hard.
Yo, and that's my homie. Like those.
Is that your homie though?
Yeah. We were roommates.
Oh shit, Vince Staples hard, bro. Yeah.
In K-Town, AKA Town. That's my boy. But like, those are the people. Like when you say my name, I want to be in that conversation. I don't give like I got plaques. I don't give a fuck. My family's straight. I don't give a fuck. We're talking line for line, skill for skill, art for art. I want to be in that conversation. And I think I'm edging my way towards there because everyone's finding, but it's weird because it's like some Christopher Columbus shit. Like, man, we're just finding out about this guy. I'm like, bro, I've been going gold and platinum for 10 years. Like, what?
You've been going gold and platinum for 10 years.
Yeah, I got hella plaques.
Let's speak on that, bro.
Can't. But
you can't.
I mean,
okay, because
but we can talk. But we can talk about process.
For the people that don't know, bro, yeah. when you make that statement,
I was the guy that major labels hired to come in and write for a lot of your favorite artists.
And do you actually get that plaque too, bro?
Yeah, you get it, and I get a percentage, and I never signed, so I own all my publishing. So when those records get like placements or in movies, Netflix, this, that, I get like all my publishing checks. It doesn't go through anybody. Like, but it was a very, when I say like, oh man, I'm haggard, I've been through it. Like, so you're doing this and you're doing these great things, and at the same time you're having people at the major labels telling you, you should just stick to writing. Like literally the quote was, you're not a viable solo artist. Basically, no one wants to hear what you have to say. keep making our people look good. And like, yo, when you're 21, 22, and you're like, and this is your life, that shit drives you insane. And of course, when you're hearing that and the work pressure, and you're mixing that with partying and drugs, and people, family members, man, can I borrow some beer? It's just a lot of shit. It literally drives you insane. So I'm like, I need to get the fuck out of. I need to go back to Mexico. I need to get the fuck out of here. And that's what we did.
Went to Mexico City, huh?
La Ciudad de Mexico, the city of my pops, man. So.
My boy Brown Lucci moved out there, dog. He wanted he's originally from out this way, bro. And I think he just wanted to just get away, bro.
Yeah.
He wanted to get away, and he went out that way, bro. And he just started, he's been on this podcast, so he's a good friend of mine, bro. Brown Lucci, underground rapper, bro.
I know the name. Yeah. I know the name.
Yeah. But he went out to Mexico City, dog. He just had a baby. Congratulations, my G, if you're watching, dog. You know what I mean? We love you, dog. Yeah. But he went out there, and he just said he just wanted to feel the streets. He wanted to feel the earth. He wanted to get back in touch with the basics of life. Like he said, lucky fucking bro, I go in to get my salt, dog. I gotta go to the tienda, homie, and they scrape that. They whoa. Like he just wanted to go to the regular basics of life, bro.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's definitely that exists. It's a get money city, Like people come from all over Latin America because there's opportunities there in Mexico City. There's industry, film, music, But like,
do people really go to Mexico City? Though,
yeah, absolutely. And these are like things like I didn't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
because it seems like everyone's trying to come over here.
Yeah, but if you're like,
but that's my ignorance. I don't know.
But like a lot of that's okay though, because like we're separate. We're Mexican, but we're physically separated from the land in which our families and our ancestors come from. So, and these are all things that I learned super quick, right? Like, so you go to all the restaurants or whatever, like, oh, the servers are from Chile. You notice by the accents, oh, they're from Chile, Argentina, Honduras, Guatemala. And that's cool, but like people are coming because there's a lot of money. Like, I think it's something crazy, like 80% of the country's wealth is concentrated in the city. The city, huh?
Yeah. Just the little mom and pops and everything?
just industry, everything. So people out there hustling. And I think I was burnt out on the music industry, and I'm just like, you know what? I went to do like an event for Red Bull Music to talk about my experience as a Mexican-American songwriter, producer. And I went, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to stay. Like, I got like papers on both sides. Like, I'll figure it out. I was like, I just can't be in LA. I don't want to be in the music industry. I don't want to do anything anymore. Like, I'm happy here. I'm going to stay here. And that lasted like 6 months. I'm like, I'm out of this shit. I'm out of it. That lasted like 6 months, and I'm like, all right, let me start making some, like, you get re-inspired. And
yeah. But you basically had a little mental breakdown a little bit.
Of course. And I think if I would,
well, I mean, what discouraged you? What just like what they were telling you? I know you spoke on it a little bit. But.
Yeah, definitely that. And like in music, there is a lot of, and I think in anything, right? Not just music, but in life, there's gonna be lots of false starts, right? Like lots of, man, this is the, you take an opportunity, you take a moment, and you think this is the one, this is the one that's gonna make me rich. This is the one that's gonna, secure my house. This is the one that's gonna do this, that, and then like, it might be popping for a second, and then you hit a dead end. And I was hitting so many false starts. I thought I had like good waves going. Like, man, I'm selling out every show. Like, okay, but I still don't got the deal. I still don't got a publishing deal. I'm still being told like just to write. So there's a lot of like, and a lot of it was me just being a fuck up, being young and not understanding the business, and I was burnt out. I think the nail in the coffin was me and my partner Caleb. He's a really talented producer. Denzel Curry, Caliucci, like hella people. We were working at a studio that he had in downtown LA, and one day we show up to the studio. And there's notices on all the doors. Everyone's got 30 days to get the fuck out of here. We just sold the building to the Soho House. Like, and I'm like, damn, all right, well, that's gentrification, that's capitalism, that's crushing. It was the last place, like one of the last places in the city where you could have like an affordable, like, recording room. I mean, like $300 or $400 a month, whatever. Yeah. And I'm just like, all right.
That's
like,
very affordable.
Yeah, in LA. And I'm like, you know what? Well, like, and what am I coming back to? Like, my lease was up at the place. We were living above a flower shop on 2nd and San Pedro, like right off the skids. And I'm like, okay, our lease was coming up. I hated living down there. you're hearing demons every night, gunshots, wake up and fucking, someone's passed out in front of your front door. I'm just like, bro, what am I coming back to? I don't want to be in the music business no more. They sold the studio. I hate where I just wasn't happy with that. I'm going to stay here. I have like a couple family members there. I've been doing shows in Mexico, but for a long time though, since like 2010, 2011, going down to festivals in Tijuana, like Mexicali, so I had like a built-in like network of artists and people I fucked with. So I'm like, you know what? Like if I do choose to work on music again, I know some people, but like the first 6 months I didn't do shit. Like I read books, I went to museums, like took the fucking camion to fucking Chiapas, and just did shit that didn't have to revolve around like people trying to get like the LA hustle shit, people trying to get shit from you, man, we need another hit, money. I'm like, nah, I want to go to like Chiapas and drink like coffee and, learn about, pre-Hispanic culture and just things that were completely detached from not just American music business, but like American living in general.
That's a big difference from living on Second and San Pedro, homie, to
being
going out there
to being in the jungles of Chiapas. And shit.
Not having no obligations. Well, like I'm just gonna fucking wake up when I feel like waking up.
Yeah, but I'm
gonna do what I want to do.
Or I was trying to understand.
That's a beautiful thing to have an opportunity to do that, because sometimes we all wish we can do that, but
I had a little bread
responsibilities and money sometimes, right?
I had a little bread saved up from like songwriting royalties and stuff. So I'm like, okay, I got X amount of dollars, and I could just rock it to the wheels come off. But like I'm here, and I wanna I wanna understand where my family comes from. Really, I wanna understand where my dad's dad come. I want to understand like what does it really mean to be Mexican? What does it mean to be Mexican American? What does it mean to be Mexican American living in Mexico? These are all very different things, right?
Can the how do you say it? The natives, the residents of Mexico City see you and be like, oh, he ain't from here.
Yeah, but well, you notice like in your accento and your accent.
Yeah.
So I get like even like I've been to OPU like full time 6 years, like in a couple weeks, November.
6 years
right?
you've been out there.
Yeah, full time.
Since you made that move,
yeah,
huh?
Full time, like living, paying taxes, working, and like even like sometimes I go to different parts of the cities. Oye, güero, ¿dónde eres, güero? Aquí, en la Ciudad de México. No mames, pendejo. ¿Dónde eres, güey?
Where are you from, man?
Argentina. ¿Dónde eres? It's like Los Angeles. Los Angeles, California. I used to go to this fucking.
Do you get a little more love when you're from LA, bro? Because
because there's a
because they know that,
it's So everyone's got a cousin or a tío or a second cousin that lives in LA.
Southgate or some shit.
Lives in like Whittier, Whittier, Downey.
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
So it's either like those areas or like, oh yeah, tengo un primo en Chicago, Arizona, Chicago. Yeah. And I'm like, but it's like, even if you're speaking perfect Spanish, like they know.
They know, huh?
The vibe is, but
I tell my boy Brown Lucci, because my boy Brown Lucci's like, man, look, you gotta come. You just gotta dress down, bro.
Yeah.
Keep low pro, bro. And I'm just like, man, I feel like I'm gonna get fucked with out there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, why is that? Why do you think that
I get fucked with, bro?
I mean, just like any major city, there's places where you should be. There's places where you shouldn't be. There's places where you can be until a certain hour, then you got to dip. You know what I mean? It's just about knowing that.
And it's like that right there.
Yeah, but
because you can be in LA. Anybody could be in LA.
There's parts of Mexico City that fucking look like Lower East Side New York, with like the trendies and the the hip shit, the art galleries, the fancy restaurants.
And I can be there.
Yeah.
I could be there.
No,
but how do people like who look like him, like how are they received? Usually,
like tatted up and shit.
Yeah, well, like as they call it, Cholo.
Good physique, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Handsome,
great ass,
intelligent, well dressed, charming, humble,
10-pack.
Yeah. No, I mean like.
My baby said, "You got a big belly." I said, "That's an 8-pack."
Yeah, no, but even in the more there's like fools because fools are tatted out there. And it's a very distinct like Mexican style, tattoo. A lot of my homies are tatted, but like, with like the head tats and shit like that, people might be like, oh, he's like eres narco? Are you from a gang? Like, what part of the city you from? Like, I go to parts with homies and like drink. Like on Sundays we go to like the Tianguis and we fucking bullshit. You can get drunk in public. You can buy whatever clothes. You can buy anything in the Tianguis. Like, oh, like I want to buy a TV. I want to buy some vintage Levi, whatever it is, and you just get drunk. There's fools like hella blasted, you know. But like Tepito, Iztapalapa, there's areas of the city where like. It's like, oh yeah, it's rough over here, you know? Like, it reminds me a lot in a lot of respects like Los Angeles. That's why it's, yeah.
Excuse me.
So it mimics it a bit.
Yeah, but like, you'll get love, bro. Like, people won't fuck with you. Maybe the police, though, like, if they see the Mexican iconography in your tattoos or the fact that you got your whole head tatted and stuff, like, you know what I mean? Like, they might like try to fuck with you.
a little bit, my boy. Come in a little, yeah.
You want to kiss?
Right there.
We're kissing?
No. We'll save that for afterwards when we split that Rhino. We both got half a heart on.
I'm just gonna like. I just want to sprinkle it on your head and just.
Jesus. It's not even Christmas yet. Wait until Christmas.
No, but it's a diverse city, bro.
I love hearing these stories, bro.
No, but like you'll be fine, bro. Like you pull up.
But like Brown Lucci was saying, you should dress down.
Yeah.
As
like,
in,
and I never got hella cash on me either. Like,
so my boy,
Brown
Lucci has a prosthetic leg, right? Because he was in a motorcycle accident, and he was in a motorcycle and a car hit him straight on, took his fucking leg, severed his leg straight off, bro.
Yeah.
And long story short, he has a prosthetic leg, but he has a state-of-the-art prosthetic leg,
like bionic,
bionic, shit. Bro, like RoboCop shit.
He got the Tesla leg.
No, bro. And so he says, no. This is a trippy story, bro. So he says, look, it doesn't matter how much I dress down, they see that leg and they know that's not a leg from a poor man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that leg, leg he got is like $250,000, $500,000.
Yeah, motherfuckers got like you know. Plank. I've seen like
peg legs.
Yeah, no, I've seen people with like, you know, just like wood, like
a
raw
broomstick
legs,
like a broomstick, bro.
Like a 2x4.
But,
you trying to be nice, dog?
No, like I've seen people
like a dustpan.
No, it looks like a leg, but it looks like it's made out of like fucking madero. It looks like fucking hard wood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That fool got like just a 2x4 with a motherfucking roller skate on that bitch. I mean,
but like. But yeah, man, you'll get love out there. You'll be straight. Like a lot of it's like in the last few years, like a lot of like creative types, a lot of fucking. I was telling you off camera, a lot of people from like the American music industry, like, man, we want to go to Mexico City, but we don't know no one. We don't speak Spanish. Like, yo, man, what's up? Can you give us some recommendations? Can you take us around?
My Spanish is broken the fuck up, dog.
But that's okay though. But look, that's okay because that is this is what I'm learning, right? Because I was the same way, but like,
I understand it way better than I speak it, dog. Yeah. And I know a lot of fools say that, but it's the actual truth, dog.
But this one,
my mom's speaking fluently. My family speaking.
Test him right now. Test this.
Shut the fuck up. Test this dick, homie.
No, but this is what I'm saying though. But look, from a cultural standpoint, I'll take one of those. Yes, sir.
Yeah, bring it.
From a cultural standpoint, that's okay though, right? Because think about like what
my vape. That's what I want.
Think about what like. Growing up in the States when you have like Mexican heritage or, you know, like, okay, man, you're going to English kindergarten, you're watching English, like, you know, they beat it in our heads like you need to assimilate. So you lose a little. So even if you're speaking Spanish in the house or whatever, sometimes you might lose a little bit of your proximity to your culture. But that's what like, you know, third generation removed Mexican American. That's pretty fucking far removed from like I just got here or I live in Mexico.
No, we're third generation. What are we, bro? We third generation,
bro. Just like
we're third generation,
bro. Like speaking Spanglish, like being Chicano. This is Mexican. These Mexicans in America forging new identity. You know, like this is our rendition of our culture. This is what we represent, and that's fucking okay.
That's why I love your music, man.
No, but and you'll learn.
Suck his dick already, you fucking whore. Go ahead, dog. Sorry about that.
I'm not gonna fuck you, bro. Until I take the Rhino.
He keeps on looking at that Rhino, dog.
Like, when are you gonna take it? Speak. But this is what I'm learning, right? But even when you're in Mexico, right? Everyone's like, oh, somos Mexicanos. But bruh, living in the North is way different than living in the South. Living in the South is way different than living in Ciudad de Mexico. It's way different than living in the playa. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so there's no one right answer. And and this is like the one thing that bothers me, right? Like when I I try not to read like comments or nothing like that, and the majority of it is all love and positivity because people see what I'm doing. But like when you get like some like weird ass like, you know, some kids who've like maybe never even been to Mexico or whatever, but they're like, you know, super proud of their identity, as they should be, but they're like, this fool's not Mexican. This is not what a Mexican looks like.
Mexicans are always going to tell you what you are.
Bruh, and I said, bitch, have you been to Ciudad de Mexico? It's the fucking rock goth capital of Latin America. There's more motherfuckers that look like me here than got that fucking weird Texas Edgar haircut. I promise you that. I've never seen that haircut in Mexico City, but I go to the pulgas, the tianguis. I see motherfuckers on the metro. I see motherfuckers that look like me all goddamn day.
I love the way you look, dog.
And when I see the
why I love the way you look, dog?
When I see the rockeros in Mexico City, they walk by and they're like, yeah, the Simon.
And then when you can spit like that too, you blow their motherfucking mind, dog.
Yeah.
Check it out, dog. We're growing up, dog. You know, me and my boys, dog, we all had long hair, dog.
I love that
But we
shit.
were all in the hood, bro. You know what I mean? Long hair, Dickies, Vans, white T-shirts, dog. You know what I mean? You know, and the hood motherfuckers loved us, dog. That's why they started recruiting us. You know what I mean? You know, they said these motherfuckers are crazy as fuck, dog. And they right here with us. You know what I mean? We need to get these motherfuckers in the team, dog. So growing up, bro, like a lot of like I told you, my homie, my boy Gonzalo, rest in peace, dog. He was Chilean. He was from Chile, dog. You know what I mean? And he was the most beautiful family I've ever met in my life. I lived with him for a bunch of years of my adolescence, dog. You know what I mean? But man, dog. You know, people are always, and especially raza, especially Mexicanos, dog. They always gonna tell you what you are, dog,
yeah.
You know what I mean, or who you are, where you came from, how you grew up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How old am I? What's you know what I mean? Like they know everything about
shit.
you, dog. You know what I mean? And you know what? That's a detriment to the culture, to the race, to the whoop de whoop whoop, all that shit, dog. Like. I mean, why is that, dog? Why, bro?
I mean, I don't know.
You know, check out. Let me tell you something real quick. Once upon a time,
why is it? Let me tell you what it is.
No. I want to say this real quick, dog. I want to tell you this real quick. Once upon a time, I was an aspiring rap artist, dog, and I do black shows, dog. Black people with they show love. They let you know what it was, dog. But when I do the Mexican shows, dog, they would hold the wall up, dog, and if they liked it or not, they wouldn't tell you, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyways.
But here's one thing that that I've learned just by having like a very different, diverse circle of friends, family, creative, collaborators, people who are first generation, but maybe first generation Ethiopian, first generation Jamaican, whatever. They fight with those difficulties too, and I just think it's like some deep rooted, you know, people sticking their nose up and trying to like define like, oh, like. You were born in Jamaica, but you left when you were 1. You're not really Jamaican. Oh, like you speak a little broken Spanish, then you're not a real. I think like the educated college types call it the diaspora, right? Like when you are disconnected physically from the land of which your family, your ancestors, and your blood comes from. So like. Children of the diaspora, no matter what their culture is, are often dealing with people telling them what is and what isn't. Insert, you know, Jamaican, Mexican, Chinese, whatever it is. People constantly beating into your head that you're like us, but you're not one of us. And I don't have an answer for that, bro. I'm not an anthropologist. I dropped out of community college. You feel me? RCC Tigers, what up? No,
you know what? Let me say this example, dog. So I'm gonna use a dude like Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick, probably growing up, bro, he got shitted on by all the black dudes. Let's
probably got shitted on by all the white dudes too.
He got shitted on everybody. Yeah. But when you build yourself to a stature and now you're representing that motherfucking race, then everybody's like, yeah, that's the homie right there, dog. I've been with him since day one, dog. Like Steph Curry. Steph Curry's like half white, half black, bro. You know what I mean? Hey, bro, he probably got shitted on throughout his life too. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of cats, bro, but once you make it to that level, bro, where you make people proud or people want to know you, dog, or say they know you, bro, then that's what they're going to speak good about you and say, that motherfucker, I've been down with that motherfucker since day one. That's the most solid black dude, solid Mexican dude I've ever met in my life. But motherfuckers are stupid, dog.
No, but that's what I'm saying, though. Like, you know, growing up, I'm always told, like, oh, you're not you're not Mexican enough, you're not American enough, you're not this enough, you're not that enough, you like skateboarding, you're weird, you dress funny, are you gay, or this, like some.
You like labels in your
Yeah, I
ass.
can relate to you 100%.
Yeah, not on some joke shit like, oh, like, man, you're wearing some tight jeans. Oh man, you're gay. You're wearing Vans. What are you, a gay skate? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, and all that just, it never broke me. Like, I don't know if
It builds character,
Yeah,
baby.
I don't know if, it hurts sometimes, especially when you're young and you're trying to find your tribe and you're trying to find a home and things you believe in. Maybe that's why when my brothers was out there banging, I went left and I was like, okay, I'm gonna like smoke weed and like download Fruity Loops and learn how to make beats and do this or that or whatever it is. Maybe that's what drove me to go all in on the art or whatever. But you can only be you. You can only be the best version of you. And if people get it, they get it. If they don't, they don't. And I dealt with that a lot when I was young. But like right now, when people are like, so me going on the radio and like talking about issues that affect Mexican and the Latin community, the immigrant, the undocumented community, my family members, the places where my family's from. I'm not pandering. I don't give a shit. Like that's me saying like, this is who I am. This is what I come from. And if I'm on a platform, I'm going to make sure to speak on these things. We could still swag out and be icy and go hard, but like I'm always gonna sneak a message in, right? And the response has been like overwhelming. People who may have not have fucked with me 5 years ago, 10 years ago, they're like, yo, we see you out there, you're repping and you're flying the flag and you're doing you. And bro, and that means a lot to me. Cause
That's right, baby.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like even like older heads, like older vatos, fools who would like, when I was a kid, like try to beat me up and steal my bike and this and that. They're like, yo, like you're down, fool. And we rock with you. And that means a lot, man. So you can't change people's hearts. Maybe you can through your actions and being the most genuine version of yourself, right? So that's all I try to do. And like, I don't give a fuck if you knew about me 10 years ago. I don't care if you knew about me 5 days ago. If you're rocking with me, I feel that energy and I'm gonna rock with you. And even the fools who are like, man, he's not Mexican enough, man. That's cool, bro. I'm still doing it for us. Like, you don't gotta like me. Like, I understand because I don't like every music. I don't like, you know what I mean? But don't tear me down, bro, because at the end of the day, same bloodline, we come from the same place. Yeah. Everyone likes to talk about unidad and la raza this and la raza that, but then like, oh, that fool's different. I don't like. That's why I'm like, yo, I'm down. I'm just trying to be me, man.
That's right, baby. That's all you can do. Let me tell you, dog. I felt like I've been torn down since day one of my motherfucking life, dog. From my mom to fucking bop, and my mom's Mexican, dog. Yeah. My pops is a Russian Jew, dog. You know what I mean? So,
That's tight.
This is a melting pot, baby. You know what I mean? It's a melting pot, dog.
Yeah.
Who do I identify with? I identify with us, bro. I identify with anybody that's solid, you know what I mean? Who do I run with? You know what it is, you know what I mean? Everybody knows what it is. But I feel like I've been torn down all my life. I've been getting attacked, dog. You know what I mean? Like, homie, nah, dog, you a white boy, dog. You a white boy. And it's like, all right, dog, I'm not Mexican enough. All right, because I'm a fucking mutt, dog. I'm a mixed breed, dog. All right, dog. But you know what, dog? You can call me whatever you want, but you can't call yourself harder than me, dog. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I'm a motherfucking give you that smoke, and you know what I mean? And this is on some gang shit, dog. You know what I mean? And this is in the penitentiary. I mean, sometimes I'll be with some homies, dog. They'll be like, oh, me, blah, whoop, 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 this and that. I said, homie, I'll beat your motherfucking ass right now, dog. What's happening, dog?
Chest out.
You know what I mean?
You understand that? I think the only way I could explain it, bro, is look up the northern frontier. You're gonna understand like why Mexican and Hispanics are like that. You know what I mean? And that's where our family came from. Because
the northern frontier.
Our family migrated from New Mexico to New Mexico.
You know
what I mean? And we endured all that suffering. And
Yo,
shit.
but the crazy thing
so
is,
this is my blood cousin right here. He's full Mexican, and even him and my cousins gave me shit. They used to call me a Jew when we were younger, dog.
Hey, apologize.
They were tearing me down too, bro. But they had my back though, bro. You know what I mean? They were like, "We're gonna tear you down, but we got your back." Like family.
No, real shit. Like I seen recently, like my older cousin Fabian, who's my older brother's age, and he was in some shit, bro. He was like in the streets. He was doing some crazy shit, and like when I was younger, man, like him and my older brothers, I kid you not, like, and I speak on it, like they would fucking terrorize me. You're not Mexican enough, beat the shit out of you, break your toys, do that, like, bro, just make my life hell. And like I clicked up with my cousin Fabian recently, and he's clean. He's got his business going. He's doing his thing in Arizona, and bro, he's like cousin Primo, I'm so fucking proud of you. He's like, I fucking love you. And he's like, I'm sorry. Him and my older brother both like, yo, we're sorry that like we gave you a hard time. But like, man, we love you, and we say with pride, like, yo, that's my little cousin.
Can I be honest with you, bro?
Yeah.
So-
And I'm gonna apologize to you right now, dog.
Oh, so you're gonna insult me. I love.
No, this
let me
is coming,
apologize
this
before
is,
I call
this
you.
is coming with an
for-
apology, bro. So somebody
good.
sent me videos, or I seen videos of you, dog. I've been up on you, bro. Right? And so when I seen
Were
you, bro,
you turned on?
I didn't have my Rhino on me, dog. You know, there's only one way I can fly.
Did you want to send me feet pics?
Feet pics. You don't want these feet pics. But no. So peep game. But this is me too, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I live in a glass house, bro.
I get it.
I'm talking shit about all these dudes, and I do it myself, bro.
Yeah.
Trip on that shit. The fucking half Jew, half Mexican dude, dog. Oh, who the fuck is this dude right here, dog? Yeah, this dude. Like, so I heard you flow. I said, this dude, damn, homie.
He's different.
Who the fuck is this dude, dog? You know what I mean? I said, should I reach out to him before we connected, bro? I was contemplating. I was watching you rap, dog. I swear to God, dog, and it's funny the way this shit happened, and I told you on the phone when we talked a little bit of this, but I was watching you and I was just like, whoa, this dude is fucking hard, but whoa, what am I fucking looking at? But then again, who am I, dog? I looked like you when I was fucking 12, 13 years old, dog, you know what I mean? Like, but here I go. With this shit, dog, that we do to each other, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I'm listening to you.
Right?
I'm listening to you, and I said, I love this dude, but I'm finding out a way of not to like you. Why do we do this, bro? I'm being honest, bro.
Sounds like you got a little secret hater living in your heart, bro. Because I don't relate to none of that. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think we're all guilty.
Sometimes we do that, bro.
No, I think we're all guilty of it, and like anyone who says they're not is full of shit, right? So like you could be like the most whatever, the coolest, nicest person in real life or whatever, but like you see, like for instance, like you see a fucking a story about Kim Kardashian or whoever it may be, and you'd be like, man, Twitter comment, Instagram comment, man, fuck that bitch, she's useless. It's like, I think everyone is just, it's a snap. We're all, especially now because we're information overload and we're always like here on our phones and being fed and processed and seeing all these news stories, not just news, but like news, media, art, entertainment. I think we're a snap judgment culture. And I think having access to so much information at all times of the day has put everyone on edge, because I'm guilty of it too. Like I get along with everyone, but like when we were coming up, for instance, like, yo, there's so many stories like coming up around the same time as like A$AP Rocky and them. We didn't even know those fools, but like, man, fuck the ASAPs. We didn't fucking know those guys. Yeah. And then we meet them and like, what's good? I'm like, oh man, we're
then you show love.
No, we're just
like we're doing right now.
Yeah, we're like, oh man, we're kids on different sides of the fucking country trying to do the same thing.
You know what, dog? Let me get it.
I was making judgments and hating on you for no reason.
Yeah.
Like
we're all guilty of it.
Yeah,
we're all guilty of it.
I think it's because of this. Because
I didn't know if it was a gimmick, bro. I didn't know if it was a gimmick. I said this dude's hard as fuck. What's going on? Because
I'm the only real thing going in rap.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Like I say that all the time. I was like, someone's like, man,
I didn't have to tell you that, dog.
No,
but that's me being transparent, bro.
You lost all your. Like I was like, man, this shit is fake, but it's 100% real. Like what I am, and even without like social media or whatever, like the work I do is in real life. So I could get we'll get into this, but get the whole Instagram, Twitter, everything deleted, right? But then in 1 week, 15,000 followers right back. Because the work that I've done is in real life. It exists with or without people liking my content, or you know what I'm saying? Like, or seeing me every day on their shit. Like, even if you look and speak interviews, there's a lot of rapping, but there's not a lot of interviews.
I've looked it up, baby.
Yeah,
thank you, bro. Yeah. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you, dog.
Yeah, I appreciate you too. And this is like,
you know what it is, bro?
And maybe I need to like, get off like my own like weirdo artistic dick and just be like, you know what? Like, hello everyone. I'm a fucking real person. Like, I mean, is this the first interview you're really doing right now? I mean, probably since the sway in the morning, which was like 3 years ago.
Thank you,
like
thank you, brother.
I think like in 10 years, I think like in 10 years I've done like 4 interviews.
I mean, Shaquille O'Neal loves you.
Yeah, that's true.
Shaq, dog, reposted this shit.
Yo, but the crazy thing about that though is like he hit me up earlier in the morning. He's like, and the message, like,
Hey, big dog.
yeah, the message is, I got a message, and the message, like, it was super short. It's like, Viva la raza, Holmes. May God bless you. You got the skills. And I'm like, and then his Twitter name is Dr. Shaq. So you're like, yo, is this a fucking like meme account or something? I clicked on it. I'm like, oh, shit, it's the real Shaq. And then like an hour later, I'm on his feed, and I'm like, yo, like I really like. I broke down in tears because like,
as you
damn,
should,
you
though.
never know who's gonna see your shit. You know, when you do the work, like you do the work, you transmit it in the universe, and you hope it lands in some ears, right? That's whatever art you're working in, whether you're a painter, a musician, a beat maker, a guitar, whatever. You do the work, and you hope and you pray someone hears it, right? And he didn't have to do that because to 20 million followers. Because I'm not stupid. I know how the game works, and I know that. You know, Kim Kardashian or whoever will take 100 racks for you to promote. Like, here's the water, you know, hashtag advertise,
he did that on the
sponsor
Strand,
post.
baby. Yeah.
You know, people pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for shit like that from people like him. And man, the fact that he just did that because like he fucks with it, it's like, holy fucking shit, bro. I was in downtown when the Lakers hit the three-peat and the fucking Cholos were fucking burning down cop cars.
I was out there, dog. I was out there with my homie Chucky, dog.
Yo, remember fools?
Cops almost fucking.
Yo, fools were
Were you with us too?
No, we were at another, but you know that big ass bonfire that they said we
Yo, motherfuckers were breaking windows, stealing shoes at the Foot Locker.
I almost got arrested
shit.
at one of them, dog.
Yeah,
at
that
one of the
shit
parades.
is crazy.
You know what? I want to say this real quick, dog. So I mean, it feels good, dog, when you're acknowledged by, you know, people like Shaquille O'Neal, right?
It's unreal.
It feels amazing.
It's unreal.
So when I had
Truly.
so when we had Dwight Howard, before having Dwight Howard, bro, I had a little fucking stupid ass fucking social media beef with some fucking lame ass dude, right? They was trying to put out some fucking
lames.
They was putting out some garbage, right? And so I knew Dwight Howard's agent was watching my account, bro.
Yeah.
Right? Because he's making the moves for Dwight Howard, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Dwight Howard's the middleman. I'm going through the agent, right? I originally talked to Dwight Howard straight, and he goes, all right, after this, you're going to talk to my agent, and you work it out with the agent. And so I had to pick, bro. I had to pick my integrity or securing the Dwight Howard interview, dog.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? I love Dwight Howard. I love the Lakers, but I need to take care of my integrity, dog.
Yeah.
And so I put these videos up. I put different things up, bro, that anyone of that stature would look at and be like, whoa, that dude's got too much shit going on, dog. I don't know, dog, if this is the time, Dwight, that we should be fucking with this because these dudes got some drama going on, like some street drama.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
And people at that level don't want to be involved.
No, they don't want to be involved.
Internet beefs or anything that's going to tarnish their brand, their career, possibly fuck up a bag for them. Absolutely.
Yeah.
People move very strategic at that level.
So I told my boys here, I said, hey, check it out, dog. I know this is gonna fuck off the Dwight Howard fucking thing. And so as soon as I started putting up these posts on my Instagram, bro, the agent stopped answering my messages, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I was just like, all right, I told these dudes, I said, hey, bro, it's my bad, dog, but hey, I gotta get my integrity, dog. I can't be letting this fucking lame ass dude putting this bullshit about me, dog, that's not true. Cause at first I was gonna let it go, and then my cousin Nick right here was like, dog, fuck that dude. Cause he watched the interview, he said, fuck that dude, blast that dude, discredit that dude. I was gonna leave it alone because I know who I am and people know who I am, but I said, fuck it. I went in, I put the facts out there, I put the shit, bop, and the agent stopped responding to my shit. And it was crazy, bro, because I guess it's the way the universe works, dog. Karma, all that shit. I mean, you do good in the universe, it will reward you.
Yeah.
A couple weeks after that, bro, I get a text message saying, hey, my name is so-and-so. I'm getting a hold of you in behalf of Dwight Howard. Let's set a date right now. And so right away, I was like, I don't know if this is real, but Bob, all right, hey, what's up? Let's go at this date. Let's lock this shit in right now. And anyways, dog, by the grace and the blessings of God and everyone else, all the good vibrations, the frequencies in the earth, you know what I mean? The stars aligned, you know what I mean? You big dog, we brought that through. We did that shit right here on Hoodstocks, baby, little old podcast in East LA. But yeah, it happened, dog. And I kind of felt maybe the way you felt with Shaq.
Yeah, it was.
I was just like, damn, dog. Like, I brought a Laker, dog, to the hood, bro. And this is a champion. This dude's got a chip, dog. This dude is a fucking one of the greats, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and it felt amazing. I didn't shed a tear, dog, but I was just like,
I'm a Pisces. I cry about.
Is that right?
I should have named my next
What's
album
your birthday?
like February 24th. I should have named my album
So, do you know my birthday, though? Yeah. It's the 25th, dog.
Are you serious? In February? Yeah. Emotional thugging. Yeah. I should have named the album Emotional Thug. I'm
a Pisces too, dog.
Yeah.
I get emotional.
Yeah, like, and
I get emotional.
Bruh, but like, huh? I'm constantly in a state of like perpetual like crying on the inside. But like when shit like that happens, like I let that shit out. I don't give a shit. Like, you know, like
I'm emotional dude, dog.
You know, like
I put it out there, dog.
Yeah, I think like the fact that I'm so open and transparent about it, and that, you know, I am extremely flawed. I talk a lot of shit, but I'm so flawed, and I make no, you know, qualms about that. Maybe that's what people like resonate with. You know, Cholo, you know, the Mexican culture, Cholo culture, like motherfuckers are sad, bro. You might be out like on the block thugging hard, and then you go home and listen to some fucking Art LeBeau or like Morrissey, right? Or you listen to some Morrissey or The Cure.
If I listen to Morrissey, I'm gonna cry more, dog.
And if a double-decker bus crashes in, bruh, you know, that's like, I'm like, bruh, I knew fools who like caught bodies and shit who were just like smoked out in their car listening to that shit, just crying over the bitch. Just like, I'm like, yo, I feel that, like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, we listen to fucking Luis Miguel, we listen to fucking Juan Gabriel, and we fucking cry about it.
We listen to motherfucking prayers, right?
Yo,
my boy Rafa.
I love them.
That's my G right there.
I get that a lot.
That's my boy,
I get that a lot in Mexico City. People are like, "Eres Dave, parlay, prayers."
Oh,
I'm like,
Dave,
nah.
parlay. I think you're Dave.
Yeah, and that
shit.
that fool's they've come and seen me at the Echo before, came in the back room and said, "What's up?"
Who's that, Rafa?
Yeah, Rafa and
That's
Dave.
my boy right there, dog.
Yeah, and man,
he's been on this podcast several times, bro.
So like when
I went to his birthday party,
yeah,
dog.
when shit
Surprise birthday party.
When shit started popping for like, Cholo Goth and stuff like that, like maybe like white America, other people who aren't from it, they were like, yo, this is so weird. Like Cholos who wear leather and like
fishnets
and like Bauhaus. And I'm like, yo, like I got cousins like that. I got thugged out cousins.
LA, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, this is Southern California.
Bro.
He's from San Diego, dog.
But we are talking about that shit. Like, bro, I knew fucking hard body fucking goons who were fucking in downtown LA or going to Florentine Gardens dancing to techno all night. And then if you look at them crazy, they might stab you in the parking lot. Like I had cousins in party crews, like people don't understand that. Yo, but I fucking love all that shit. I go to fucking techno electronic parties in Mexico City, and it reminds me of that aspect of Los Angeles life. Because when I go, like, I'm clicked up with this crew in Mexico City called Nafi, and they're like the innovators of new Latin American electronic hard club music. Bro, we go to the functions, and there's fucking cholos like just raving, going hard. And you're all fucking tachas and fucking locas just going crazy all fucking night. So like that reminds me a lot of like
the only fools that are judging that shit are the fools that aren't high. Yeah. But if you're high, if you're off that motherfucking shit, dog, you groove into that shit too, dog. Get this man another drink, dog. Get him a mixed drink, dog. Please.
But I had homies who were like, man, have you heard of Prayers and Cholo Goth? I'm like, yeah. They're like, this shit's crazy. I'm like, I'm not surprised, bro. I know people like that. I got people like that in my family. My cousin Claudia Ivan, she's, you know, going to go see The Cure. You know, she wear like the dark eyeliner and stuff.
Let's see if he answers right now, dog.
Who that?
Rafa.
Oh, you calling Rafa? Oh,
yeah, let's see if he answers. Answer the phone, Rafa.
Damn, if he doesn't answer, that's a dub. No. The Price is Right.
No, he's always got things going on, bro.
Yeah. I love that fool.
I'm gonna text him, dog.
Those fools reached out early and show support. Like Dave gets it, bro. Like me and Dave, we're twins, bro. And that fool is not just a fucking great,
that dude. You guys do look like twins.
Not just a great producer and like song arranger, but like, bro, on that MPC, bro, he's a fucking beast. He's making his beats and the Prayers production, the old school way. He's on the fucking like the MPC XL, just hammering the fucking drum pads. That's incredible.
On site, huh? It's not on site, dog. That's hard, dog. That's really hard.
Hey,
dog.
Speak. I have a question. You know, I want to know.
I wanna know right now. Yeah,
you're good there, dog.
I wanna know.
I think we got the lighting just perfect, bro.
I love.
We just got it.
The lighting looks good there.
Okay, so we have a chance to educate people on basically what the music industry is, right?
It's a horrible. Stay away.
So
You're better off driving a forklift at Costco. Do not get in it.
I want to know what the process of top lining, like creating Gucci, and how it like
stuff like that.
And how it changed your life. Like, how did you even break that door down? And then until you.
Well, executives thought I was a fucking genius because
out of where did they originally find you?
Well, let me tell you.
Okay.
Let me tell. This is what makes that particular instance super special.
Okay.
I knew Krayshawn. Krayshawn, without having music out, was already like dummy famous. She would do freestyles, but she was already dummy popping on Tumblr and Twitter. She was filming music videos for a lot of Bay Area artists. She was doing graffiti writing. She's like, I always defend her because people are like, man, you wrote the song. I was like, yeah, I wrote the song, but she pulled it off. That's why it worked, right? And she's a real ass creative, bruh. She was like in this like when we did that song, we're like, I'm talking about like, oh, we slinging Adderalls, is because I was with her when she was doing that shit. It's just shit I observed, and I put it in song format. So that's why it worked, because it was authentic. So she was already popping off like weird like YouTube freestyles and just her creative projects on the internet, and we clicked up. I'm like, yo, I have to meet her. She's incredible. So I'd go up to the Bay, hang out, get smoked out, do some trife shit, party, whatever. She'd come to LA. And she would like play me beats like, yo, I really want to work on some shit. And I'm like, yo, she played me that beat. I'm like, cool, like, let me get that. Like, I'll write and I'll send you something. I wrote that shit like in like 10 minutes.
Fuck.
Like, and I did it like, and I did it like, cause at the time I was so broke, I didn't even have like a laptop or studio equipment. I did it like on a tape. I would do all my demos on I played the song like on a CD or something. And then I would record it in like a cassette recorder.
Oh, shit.
Like a voicemail, like a voice. Yeah. No, before voice notes on phones, like the things the doctors would use.
Yeah.
Or like a lawyer.
Yeah,
so like
recording the phone. Yeah.
Like
wow.
You put a tape in and it's like record.
My brother and I used to record shows on that and listen to them.
Yeah, so I did that and I'm like, cool. Now I gotta go to the studio. I'm gonna do this demo. So that's how that came about. So we were friends in creative circles. Okay. And shout out to her. She's a fucking true creative. She's still killing it. One of the hardest DJs. Like, she's dope. So once that started popping off, people were figuring out, he could write songs. So in terms of top lining, different A&Rs, they send you. It's called a casting sheet. You get it from Warner. It's called a casting / who's looking sheet. So every month or every few weeks, you get like a PDF file, and it's like, Katy Perry. And this is the fucked up thing, right? Like, let's pull the veil back on it, because I don't think a lot of songwriters talk about it. So when you get from Warner Records, Atlantic Records, a casting sheet, it literally, it's like ordering a fast food hamburger. I want a cheeseburger. No, I want a cheeseburger, double onions or whatever. So let's say Katy Perry's looking for a song like, and then it references another popular song. Or so-and-so is looking for Akon or so-and-so is looking for a EDM, up-tempo banger about, and then it tells you the topic. It's literally, they're ordering it like you go to fucking Taco King or something, and like, yo, I want, you know what I'm saying? So it's a menu. And so that's how you put the demos together. You send it to the A&R, and that's how those top lining casting sheet works.
I have one. Okay, so I need to insert maybe two questions. So once she was like, I want to make music. Did she already have a deal, or since she was already famous?
She didn't have a deal, but she had like mixtape. She had like mixtape freestyles.
Okay.
And she would literally just like smoke some blunts and then just freestyle for 5 minutes, and whoever she was working with would chop out the best parts and put the song together. And I'm like, yo, let me teach you structure. Let me teach you 16 hook bridge, 16 bridge hook, run the chorus back like for the coda, the end part, and the breakdown. And because there is no wrong or right way to make a song, right? Like for instance, like Wu-Tang Triumph is like 5 minutes of just pure rap, no hooks, no choruses or whatever. But like Lil Wayne and Millie, same thing, no hooks, no choruses, it's just rap. But they're like in pop formatting, there is a structure. And I've always like, I grew up in a house that had very diverse music taste. My older brothers, they were always listening to, if it wasn't like Felix the House Cat and like techno shit or house shit, they were always listening to like Ice Cube, DJ Quick, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, a lot of West Coast shit. I remember my older cousin Michael, he had the CD book my primo Michael. Shout out Michael, I love you, bro. He was like, that's like my guy. That's my number one. But he had the CD book, and he had like, DJ Quick, NWA, Nas, Wu-Tang, whatever. We used to drive around East LA. He had like this. He's like in his 40s now, so he was like the older, cool cousin. He used to drive his little dumb. I had a little Beatles mop top, looking like super fucking mocoso. I look like a fucking asshole. Like, it's crazy. But we used to drive around East LA, and I used to put in DJ Quick albums, and DJ Quick always had Quick Groove. It's like an instrumental jazz track where DJ Quick, like 4 minutes of him like just playing the flute, the bass, the guitar, some smooth shit, and we'd ride around East LA and I'd freestyle in this car with this Filipino Cholo in the back seat named Jack, straight from Manila, but he was living in East LA. This is crazy. But let me get back on topic. I listen to so much music, I realized there is a format and there is an art to pop writing. That's why when people are like, man, fuck that pop shit, that shit weak. Bruh, in the pandemic, all I did was like listen to Dua Lipa. Like, I fucking love that shit. I listened to fucking Kylie Minogue. I listened to fucking, like I had some cousins listening to Madonna, some cousins listening to Ace of Base, because there is, I don't want to say formula, but structure. Because there is no true formula for a pop hit, Like, people think like, oh, if a song is in this key, it makes you happy and you have more of a chance to get a hit. But there's not a formula, but there's definitely a structure. This is where the verse goes. This is where the hook goes. It's like, I always equate it to like putting a puzzle together. And I was just always really good at puzzles, like crossword puzzles, Sudoku, Where's Waldo, I Spy.
So then when my second one was when you get those sheets, right? They said we're looking for a song that's like
I hate
this,
them.
right? But do they provide you the beat or?
No.
How does that work?
Well, it could work.
Reference track, right?
Yeah, it could work two ways. Like, so if like say like the three of us, we have a production team.
If they're saying a song, that's your reference track.
Yeah. Say like the three of us have a production team. We make beats together. We write lyrics and hooks together. So if someone's like it's like short order, right? So if someone's like, oh, Katy Perry wants a song that sounds like whatever.
Radioactive by
Radioactive, Imagine Dragons, or Old Town Road, Lil Nas X. We want that same feel. We could either cook it up from scratch, or I have something that's kind of like that. Let's work on that and build on that. Or the A&Rs outside of the casting sheets, A&Rs could hit you directly and be like, yo, here's the drop top, here's the artist I'm working with, insert artist name. They're called priority beats. These are the beats from the in-house producers that's working on them. These are the beats they like. These are the songs we want. They'll send you the Dropbox, the Google Box link, or whatever. You go through them. If something hits your mind, oh, I'm gonna track that out. You send it back. But I'm like really protective about that. I like to do it in person. Yeah. So I could take the files with me, because a lot of times, especially at places like Atlantic Records, you do all these hooks, you do all these references, and then they don't let you take the files. That way they could pick, if you do have a good little piece, they could pick it apart, put it here, put it there, and then they fuck you out of your royalty and your writing credit because you can't prove that, hey, that was my idea. So I like to do everything in person. I like to leave, like, you could have the files too, but I'm leaving with the files as well.
I had another question when you were asking, like, you didn't sign any fucking contract.
No,
what are those? Can you tell us like kind of what those contracts look like? Like,
At the time, they weren't very fair. I'll tell you that.
And I bet they're probably still not fair.
I mean, now I have such a catalog of like just my own material and material I wrote for other people that like anything I do, like I have the leverage on, like do a distribution deal. Like I did distribution deal. I didn't do like an artist deal. I didn't sign to like I'm distributed through Steak World Orchard. It's an arm of Sony, so like I'm still working through the Sony system, but I'm not on the main roster. So it's like, yo, okay, like we're gonna give you X amount of dollars to do your project, and we want to distribute your back catalog, but I have so much leverage. It's like the distribution deal is like I get 90% and they get 10. So it's like,
okay, basically
they're paying for like uploading fees and stuff like that, and I have 100% creative control. I have like, like if I want to be like, they don't bother me with when the album's coming out. I'll give it to you when you put it out. It's kind of it's like the ideal situation. You give me money, let me do what I want, and when it's time, I'll turn in an album.
You're kind of like Jesus, huh?
I feel like sometimes.
So okay, that's cool. So as you get leverage
Let
in
me
the industry,
let me be clear though. It's not the $1 million fucking Bad Bunny J Balvin deal. Don't ask me for a loan because I got it, but I don't got it like that. You feel me? Like we're still like working class musicians. Still, just,
I mean, you did take the bus here. You took a bus here.
I took a lift.
Come on, bro. Roll with it.
So do you dabble in like reggaeton and like Latin pop music?
Yeah, now,
as much as you could speak
but
on it.
Now, absolutely, especially because like that's the shit I listen to. Like, and that's a lot of people are like, well, I think there's like perception, right? Like if you know me, I'm jamming everything, and it's not because reggaeton is hot. It's because I lived through. I mean, it's the second wave of Daddy Yankee, Don Omar. Because that's not the first wave. That's like the second wave, right?
Yeah.
Like the early 2000s, and that shit meant a lot to me because you turn on the TV and you see these fucking guys speaking Spanish, representing their culture, but they're iced out like the rappers. Like I love that shit, and you know, and now everyone wants to make a fucking Spanish song, a reggaeton song. Everyone wants the J Balvin collab, whatever. But there was a time when, like, in the States, like, reggaeton went down a little bit. Like, you know, in the 2008, 9, 10. And, like, but even in that era, like, I was fucking listening to, like, Farruko. I was listening to, like, Plan B. Like, House of Pleasure is one of, like, my fucking favorite albums of all time. Candy, songs like that. Like, I love that shit. And they kept that shit pumping until like J Balvin and Bad Bunny and them.
Maluma.
Yeah, Maluma. Maluma's like the sexiest man who ever lived. Like, I would fuck Maluma. I'll say that on your podcast.
Would you need a Rhino or not need a Rhino?
No Rhino needed. No Rhino needed. Pure horny. Pure horn. No, like it's weird. Like I see like Maluma in videos. I'm like, how does a fucking human being look like this? Like, why the fuck are you so handsome? Like, this is crazy. Like, I'm short. I'm not super short. I'm stocky. You know, I look like a fucking bridge troll. You know, I look like I'm dressed like a substitute fucking art teacher that the kids don't listen to.
You look like a Mexican garden gnome.
Yeah. I like that one.
Oh my god! And then I mean, as I heard you said, you know, with the Gucci song, you're able to like, with the funds of that, you're able to like, you know,
I helped out.
Buy your freedom, we could say.
Yeah, essentially, like she got the deal. She got the artist deal, so she got the fat advance, and it was a lot of bread. And fools were trying to like buy me out of like my percentage of the song. I was just like, just give me my royalties and stuff. Like that song like was a top 40 hit, and I was still eating like Little Caesars hot and ready pizza because I didn't have the deal, and I was sleeping on the floor and shit, you know. Like it was that the whole time was crazy. I was like working with her at the time, doing my mixtape at Sid from the internet, you know, / Odd Future. Like it was a real fucking weird time. And I was like, I realized, I mean, I don't have really good business sense. I'm more of like a free flowing, but I always knew cause I'd always heard that on VH1 Behind the Music, own your shit. So people are like, oh, just sign this. We'll give you $30,000 and just give us your life rights to this. So you don't own the publishing, but there's more equity in owning the publishing. It's like owning a house or a piece of property or an apartment complex. You know what I mean? So maybe I didn't get, $500,000 up front at first, but over the course of 10 years, that song has generated for me more than that, way more than that. Bought my parents a house, like they're straight.
Sick.
Where'd you buy my house at?
Reno Valley.
Nice.
Reno Valley, the murder.
Still in California, baby.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely. Because when my brothers got into some shit, we dipped and we went out there. And that's when I really started getting deep into music. Because there ain't shit to do out there. You either fucking
tweak,
whacked out, smoke skante. Yo, and there's and white tweaker is a whole different breed of, you know, stars and straps tattooed on them, tap out shirts, big ass truck with a fucking
Preston
shotgun.
knows about that.
Hey, DC shoes on.
Bruh, like I'm straight on, and I hate twacked out and racist. That's my.
You're tweaked out and you're racist, and you're taking a mag light in your ass. We're like, what is that? Like that don't make no sense, dog.
That's
bro.
So,
sorry, go ahead. No, finish.
No.
Finish,
So
finish.
so like my folks. So I think that's like the Mexican thing to do, right? You work hard so you could take care of your family. And in my dumbass brain, I'm like, well, this is gonna end tomorrow. So if I fucking fuck up in my career ends. I could always go back to mom's house, and I could
The house that I bought.
Yeah, and I have somewhere to sleep. And even now, my mom, my parents are, my mom is yo, whenever you want me home, this house is this house is yours too. I'm like, yeah, I fucking know. No, but it's love. That's what you do. Yeah. So I figured if anything goes south, I'll always have somewhere to go. And mom's cooking, I'll be straight. Yeah, so dope. It's interesting.
It's a crazy story, man. How that fucking unfolded.
That whole era was it was pure insanity. It was literal that was the time you could put people's phone numbers on Twitter, be like, fuck you. You could tweet someone, fuck you, bitch, I'll kill you. You got, pull up, I'm performing here, and someone pulls up off Twitter and you fucking beat their ass outside the show. me and Vince used to beat the shit out of everyone because everyone thought, because they saw us on Tumblr or Fader or this or that we were strictly internet kids. I'm like, no, I'm from the East Side. He's a Crip from Long Beach. This is not internet, 2011, 12. If you pull up to our show and say something goofy, we're going to beat the shit out of you. And Vince would have his Crip homies in the crowd. I'd have my fucking, all my big cousins and people would come, and they'd be weird white kids, be like, fuck you, you fucking suck, man. And they would get beat the fuck up.
How do you feel about? I love it. How do you feel about Mexicans using the N-word?
Man, in my mind, I felt like this was gonna come up. Let me take a sip.
We recently talked about that with the homie Bozo. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, Bozo's dope.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bozo. Bozo, you a legend, bro. I fuck with you, man. Bozo, Mason King, all those fools.
Mason King. Yeah. When it comes to another question too, is when it comes to Mexican rap artists, who do you respect, bro? And you don't got to say Bozo, but just in general.
Well, I like those fools. I like Conejo. I like a lot of rap from Mexico. Aliman. If you think I look like Jesus, you guys see my twin Yoga Fire from Homegrown Mafia. Look him up, bro. Yoga Fire is killing the stream. Shout out, twin. What up? I think Aliman is probably the most popular rapper from Mexico, but they're from the same clique. But I think the best rapper in Mexico is Yoga Fire. He's hard body, he's artsy, he got hard lyrics, great beats. That fool is he's just a different level. I love and respect.
Are you better than him?
Am I better than him?
You're better than
in English, not in Spanish.
Not in Spanish.
Yeah, he'll fucking wax me in Spanish, because he's just he's a master. He's a master. He's a master.
Is it dope when one samurai is looking at another samurai?
Is it dope?
Yeah, what I mean? You both respect, see each other and just whoa.
The last couple projects I've done, he's been on it in some capacity. And we'll do a song in Spanish, Spanglish. I'll rap in Spanish and English. He raps in Spanish and English too.
Since I started this podcast, bro, I've been able to.
I like all those fools. I respect them all. Even if I'm not totally oh man, I love all your music. I respect anybody who's from Raza who's fucking making their life better, making their family's life better. You can't knock that. I will never knock that and tear you down. But people get offended when you're oh, I'm a better rapper than you. That's not I get it, but.
Is there room for Raza to grow in a black art?
Absolutely.
Because it is a black art, right?
Absolutely. It'll always be a black art, and it'll always be with the contributions of Latinos and Black Latinos too. From a historical standpoint, the original B-boys were not only black; they were Puerto Rican, they were Dominican, they were black and Puerto Rican. So absolutely. But going back to the question you asked, how do I feel about Mexican rappers using the N-word? I think it's a very nuanced conversation because, and I say it because because if you're from Southern California, if you're from the Bay, and it doesn't, because a lot of other areas don't really have Mexicans like that.
But it's different when you talk about the Bay in Southern California.
No, absolutely, right? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So when everyone's growing up together, right? When you got, the essays mingling with the Black Crips, with the Bloods, this and that, everyone's sharing the same neighborhood. You know what I mean? The word gets used, and through the interactions I've seen, if you grew up in it, if you're from it, the black homies, they're not offended by it, right? They're not upset by it. But people who are from the outside who aren't from that, they're judging. So right?
But not necessarily.
But sometimes they are. But on the other hand, I think it's also nuanced because there is still so much prejudice between black and brown. And there is racism, especially in Mexican culture.
But when homies are using the N-word, are they empowering the black culture, or are they empowering the Mexican culture, or the raza culture?
I mean, see, that's the nuance, right? That's the nuance. I mean, I personally, being of the lighter shade of brown, I personally don't use it.
Why?
Because it's not my word to use, and I'm
Why?
fucking light. I'm a lighter Mexican. No, because I'm a lighter Mexican,
Yeah.
and even though I got Crip homies, Blood homies, everyone I grew up with, like.
You feel it would be disrespectful?
No, it's funny. We've had the conversation like, man, just say that shit. I'm like, no, I won't do that because I don't want to. I feel it's not my word to use. And I feel within Mexican culture, we need to address our prejudices, and we need to address our colorism, and we need to address these issues, like in Mexico, like on the census, like Afro-Latino didn't pop up until like 5 years ago. So there's still, even in Mexico, there's, people are trying not to acknowledge the blackness in Mexico, right? So I'm like, yo, like, you're out here like using this word freely or whatever, but you're not confronting your racist tío who doesn't like black people or morenos, or you know what I'm saying? So I think it's a nuanced conversation. I personally don't use it. I think if you're not from raza, if you're not fucking brown, if you're not black, if you're not Afro-Latino, I mean, when I see like, it's like, you could still be white Latino, and you're saying the N-word and doing this and that don't sit right with me. But I'm not the fucking word police. Me personally, like, so when I see like all like these little vato rappers, like, man, this, that, I'm like, yo, that don't sit right with me, and I don't like it a lot, like, but I'm not black. I'm not, but I work in black art, and so I always want to show respect to the people that built this medium. And so for me personally, I won't do it. Yeah, I won't do it. And that's not how I talk. Two, I got the respect from my brothers and sisters who built this shit. And three, I got a different skill set where I don't have to like.
You don't have to use that.
Yeah,
because it's basically when people rap with that word, some dudes are trying to sound cool, but they're replacing it with a fucking motherfucker or something like.
Yeah.
When cats use those words, it's because they have a lack of skill set, so to speak. You know what I mean?
And sometimes Press and I spitballed, and we kind of dropped the idea that sometimes they use it maybe to make their raps a little bit more authentic.
Yeah, like
to make their raps sound like everybody else's, so maybe the black community will listen to it. They're trying to be accepted.
You know what makes my raps authentic? Being the fucking best rapper. That's what makes the skill set makes you authentic. But it's funny because I got like black homies who are like, come on, speak, just say it. I'm like, get the fuck out, like trying to egg me on. I'm like, bro, like.
Well, I think that at that point, I know it's homies and they're trying to fuck with you and shit.
Yeah,
but at the same time, they're trying to dumb your skill set down.
Yeah, I think it's just them.
And that's no disrespect to that. But you know what I'm saying, though? But if you started saying that would dumb your skill set down.
Yo, like, okay, like, look.
From a Mexican,
look,
bro.
Like, for example, right? So, like, when Gucci blew up, Krayshawn's sister, V Nasty, who's black and Vietnamese, but looks kind of white passing. She had all these freestyles coming out on YouTube where she's saying the N-word, this and that. And everyone who wasn't from the Bay or LA, if this happened in 2011, 2012, if it was 2020, she would have, man, you're canceled, you're this and that. This is problematic because it's people who aren't from the community, people who aren't from the Bay, people who aren't from Los Angeles don't understand the nuance. In Alabama, I'm sure maybe there's a couple Mexicans, but if you're in Alabama and you see someone who's not black using that word, of course you're gonna be like, what the fuck is this? Right? So that's the nuance of it. Like, me personally, I don't do it. Like, I don't, and I'm not gonna, try to police you if you do it. But I do think that people, especially Latinos, especially Mexicans, need to understand what that word means, where it comes from, and confront the prejudices, races, and the black history in Mexico. You feel me? You go to fucking Guerrero, you fucking go to Veracruz, you fucking go to Yucatan. Motherfuckers are black, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and those motherfuckers are still fighting to be acknowledged. You know, so
Rafa.
Yo, what's up, Lucky?
What up, my G? What up, baby boy? You live on Hoodstocks, dog. We were just talking about you a minute ago, dog. And the homie right here, you're live, dog.
He's like, don't put me on.
My bad, my boy.
No, I was with the fam. I was putting my son to sleep. I was giving him his little bath and then putting him in bed. You know,
real dad activities.
Dad thing.
So the homie, sorry, my boy, and I figured that too much.
No, it's all good. That's why I didn't see my phone until right now. I just put him to bed and I saw that you had shot me a text. It's good.
Nah, the homie Speak was talking about you about Mexico City, dog, talking very highly about you, my boy.
Yeah, what up, G? How are you? It's Speak.
Yo, what up, Speak, man?
How are you, brother? Yeah,
man, no complaints. Hey, man, Speak is one of the best live performers I've ever seen, man.
Bro, I love you so much, man.
That fool lights it up. Like
I got so much.
You know, I do my thing when I'm on stage. You know what I'm saying? And I never.
You're some bestia. You're super beastie. You're beastie, bro.
But Speak, like I saw him perform at the Echo. I went to. Man, it must have been like I don't know, man, maybe 5 years ago, a long time ago.
3 or 4 years ago. Yeah.
And I pulled up, you know, just someone had invited me. I think it was my homegirl Tragic, and she was like, "Yo, this fool Speak, yo, he's a savage. He did a lot of music for like the homegirl. He wrote a lot of music that is popping. He's like you know, from what she was saying, like Speak has written a lot of hits for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
A lot.
and I was like, yo, I'm like, yeah, listen. He's like LA native, but he lives in Mexico, and I was like, yeah, man, let's roll. And then homeboy fucking just straight out the gate, man, fucking with the first track set on stage, just shut the motherfucker down. I was like, God damn, bro.
You and Dave pulling up on me, like popping up backstage, man. That's such a surreal moment because I love you guys so much, and I have so much respect for you. And I think it's funny because we were talking. I think I told you this before. Like for people who aren't from like Southern California, who aren't from Mexican hoods, who aren't from Chicano hoods, outsiders or whatever, they're like, what? There's Cholos and there's Goths? And I'm like, we've had this conversation. I'm like, bro, but like if you really grew up on it, bro, you know someone in your hood who's Goth. You know someone in your hood who like, yo, all my cousins were party crews. They were gangbangers who were at the fucking techno rave, you know? Like,
especially from that generation. I think this generation not so much, but the generation that I come from definitely. Especially, I had a couple of homies that were a little bit older than me, maybe by 5 years, not that much, and they really came from it. You know, they were deep in it, and then you know, but unlike me, I had no shame and I was proud of it. They were a little like, we don't want no one to know we used to be like that type of shit.
It's beautiful. They
were like
man.
solos off the gate, you know. But I was like, nah, I remember you fools had long hair and all that.
Facts.
Fucking
hard body fools that were going to dance to techno. That's crazy. Real shooters who were at the techno club.
Oh yeah, well, you know, my brothers actually, they're younger than me, but they're from the party crew era. You know what I mean?
I love it. Yeah, me too. Party crews, and they always had the craziest name: Mystic Styles, Forbidden Fantasies.
Yeah.
I love that shit, bro.
What was the name of my brothers?
I love that shit.
They were the Outsiders. That's
Hell
what
yeah.
they were. They shout out the Outsiders, but and they all looked rebels. Remember, that's what they were.
Rebel crew, yeah.
Rebel crews.
Yeah.
And my brothers had that going on. You know what I mean? But they would still. I remember they'd come home and they'd be like they had just gotten down and stuff, you know. And I was like, damn, you went to a dance party?
Bro, and then had a knife fight in the parking lot. That shit was real, bro. That shit was real.
They had style too. Those fools had style. My brother, and then they would they would dress a little bit like James Dean, but kind of baggy.
James Dean greaser, but like with the fly boots style. And some big jeans.
That was pretty. They had fly style, man.
I like that shit.
Yeah, that shit was cool, man.
I see it coming back a lot. I see like younger kids who are like 19, 20, like, and I'm like, bro, I already lived through that, bro. Like, My cousins, they were in Mystic Styles. They were, you know what I'm saying? They were in.
But I think back then it was a lot cooler in the sense where people really had to do the research, you know, like
absolutely.
You would make a flyer,
the party line,
you had
bro.
to get the flyer, like the party line. It was.
Remember
I think it was.
The flyers for
different. I felt I didn't participate in it, but through my siblings I saw it.
Yeah,
you know, and I was like,
I remember I get
cool.
my cousins would have the boxes that they collected from the raves, like or the parties, the warehouse parties, and they look like treasure maps. You unfold it and then have the layout of this is where this stage is, this is where the cool off area is. That shit was crazy, man. Like with the crazy like. Cool. Cybernetic 1999 real crazy 3D art. That shit was different. But I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Yo, bro, I tell Dave all the time, every time I'm on the metro and stuff, like I always see like young kids like taking like sneaky photos of me. Then after I get off my stop, they're like, "It is Dave, the Prayers. Are you from Prayers?" I'm like, "Nah, bro, I'm not Dave." Like,
that's right.
Yeah, I tell
the beard and the hair, you know.
Yeah, I get Dave or Steve Aoki a lot. People are like, "Are you Steve Aoki?" I'm like,
"Nah, more Dave. I know it's Steve Aoki."
More Dave for sure.
Hey, Rafa. So check it out, dog. I'm not trying to put yourself on blast, but I know you're working on new music right now, dog. Is there a way that you and fucking Speak can get in the studio, dog, and do something, bro?
Most def, anytime, man.
I would love to.
You know?
I would love to.
I mean, I've just been marinating for different reasons. I'm actually going to see a psychic tomorrow.
I love that. I love that.
Because I just have a lot, you know, I think I'm just going through a lot of changes, just mentally. I don't know. I don't even know how to put it, but I need a little bit of guidance. And I used to go to my mom a lot for stuff, like believe it or not, even when it came even to grimy shit, I'd be like, damn, I got beef with this fool mom, and no, mijo, you know, but I still go do it. But now my mom's not around, and I have my wife and stuff, but there's still, I don't know, man. I have some muerte, but sometimes I need guidance, and I've never really been in this place artistically, and it's not about creativity. It's just about moving. You know what I mean? Like the way I've been moving, it's just been stagnant, but the energy's inside of me, but I just don't know how to where. I don't know, man. What I've been doing lately, I've been saying to myself, fuck it, I'm just going to write a song a day. You know what I mean? Whether I finish it or not, I'm going to start a song a day.
The practice, the consistency of exercise. Get the exercise going. Moving that brain, moving your spirit, your soul.
So we'll see what the psychic says tomorrow, depending on that. If she says fucking drop this album. Because I have a finished album, you know what I mean? I have a album that's complete. And it's just like, I don't know if I want to drop it as Prayers. I don't know if I want to drop it as Leah Farsayer. I'm not, you know,
I say Leah Farsayer, dog. I say
everybody wants me to do
Leah Farsayer, dog.
What's happening? Everybody wants me to drop it as Prayers, right? Because they're like, Prayers, feed the machine. And then there's a lot of part of me that's like, yo, I've been feeding the machine nonstop forever, but when is the machine going to feed me, you know? And then on top of that, not just that, it's just, you know, like one of the things that my management and my team always says, well, if you're going to do Leah Farsayer, it better sound completely different from Prayers. And I said, who made that rule up? What I am Prayers. I created that genre. Like I created that. Like whatever I do outside of Prayers is going to sound like me because it's me.
Yeah, facts.
So who said what do you want? So if I don't do Prayers, it has to sound like what? Like country or like fucking opera, or I gotta go like who made that rule? That
maybe just like defining it, right? Like defining it, like yo, Prayers is just 100% me and Dave going in. Like this is more, this is more Rafa shit. This is more my, you know, like.
Well, the new one definitely is, you know, like Vida es un Sueño is a single off of this new album.
Yeah, I love that shit.
But it could have been just a Leah Farsayer because I did this album. I did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's not even on some prayer shit. It's just like, I don't know, man. You know what? Long story short, it's probably gonna come out as Prayers because you know of the team and you know there's contracts and shit.
The brand,
regardless if I produced and did all the shit myself, but me and my boy Ray. But
man, see the medium, man. See the medium and see what kind of insight and path she could help you, or he or she could help you. They whatever you know.
It's in my heart, you know.
Yeah, whatever path that they could help guide you to see, you know. And what's meant to be is meant to be. Like people always do that all the time. Like, oh, when you gonna work with so and so? I'm like, bro, I'm down with these people. It's gonna happen when it's gonna happen, and it's gonna be hard. That's all you need to know. Like, you know.
Yeah,
it's gonna
I mean, I did a song. I did a song with the homie fucking Lucky and the homie Nate. But then Lucky came at me all crazy. So then I was like, "Fuck it, I'm not putting it out."
Yo, but I've been working a lot. I've been working. Yo, my boy Lau in Mexico City from the Nafi crew, that like the electronic fucking.
Nafi, I know Nafi.
Yeah. Lau's got La Vida es un sueño tattooed on him, bro. Like he got,
that's hard.
Yeah, so like me and Lau got an album coming out, man. That's and he's, he got, bro. He goes dummy in the club shit, the electronic, some dark shit. He's got he's got that. Bro, he's be playing me like demonic cumbia. I love that shit, bro. I love
that shit.
We got some stuff. I'll send you some ideas, bro. For real.
Yeah. I love that demonic cumbia shit.
Yeah, man.
I've been really fucking with that stuff.
We'll hit the club, but we'll make them dance a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's important to have that dance element.
Of course,
that's
that's the ancients speaking to us, man. That's the history of all peoples, all original peoples, Like,
real talk,
Rafa,
ceremonial, brother.
That was a joke, right, dog?
Yeah, of course.
Fucking
dog.
dig.
Just joking. Come on, dog.
I love you, baby.
I gotta pull your chain.
I know, fucker. Fucking asshole. I love you, dog. I like it when I like it. Sometimes, hey, dog. Hey, if you don't fuck with somebody like we were talking earlier, then you ain't fucking with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rafa. You know what, dog? People always ask me about you, dog, and I'm gonna cut it short now because we're doing the speak interview right now. But people always ask about me and dog, and I always tell, I'm like, man, him and you and Kat, like you just guys, you're on a whole different like frequency. You know what I mean? When you start fucking with people that have just like. I don't know what it is. I'm going to talk about with you afterwards, bro, but you guys are on just a different frequency, dog. When you guys are around, even my people, dog, when you came through to the studio, dog, and you hugged every single one of them, gave them a fucking handshake, looked them in the eye, every single one of them, they tell me to this day, like, damn, when that fool came through, that fool was on a different vibration. He came through and he acknowledged every single person in the room.
That's a real one.
Yeah,
it's giving that love back. Yeah.
Yeah, I always want to give the person the opportunity to have that second with me because it's important. And I come from that old school world where I mean, you go into the fish tank or you got to say hi to everybody. You know what I mean?
Well, dog, I learned from you, bro. I learned from dudes like me, dog. Like, just like, check it out, dog. Sometimes I say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Like, fuck that, dog. When I'm around cats like you, when I'm around like a Dwight Howard, when I'm around a Speak, when I'm around cats that have fucking just done great things in life and accomplished things and they're on that higher vibration, dog, bro, like I'm a fucking kid in school, bro. I'm taking notes, dog.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely got a fucking LA legend on your podcast right now, man, for sure.
Man, I appreciate that, man.
He's done a lot of things. He's made a lot of fucking people a lot of money. He's made a lot.
He's just scratching the surface.
Now I'm making myself money, man. We got, bro. I'm gonna have to invite. Yo, I just got the land in Puerto Escondido, man. We're gonna build the house with the studio and shit. It might take a couple years, but we're gonna do that shit. And always an open invitation, man. Always for you and the family. Always.
Yeah, man. I hope to be able to go to Mexico to the motherland soon at some point, man. I just gotta
get the paperwork right. I know. We don't gotta go into it. You just make sure it's right.
I just heard. Hey, you just need an EBT card, dog, to go over there right now, dog.
Hey, bro, get the fuck out of here. That's love.
Was that a bad joke, bro?
that's the Price is Right. Wah, 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 wah.
It was, dog. They get them sometimes, baby.
Bro, I just wanted to tap in. I tell you, I love and appreciate you guys so much, man.
I love you too, man.
Listen, I feel, man, I love it, and.
Yeah, man, keep pushing that top shelf art, man.
Always, man. Like, constant. This is the artist path, man. Like, some people want to be viral, some people want to be famous. I just want to make shit, and I think you're on.
Yeah, but You know, I think the stuff that you make is fucking timeless, you know?
Yeah, thank you, bro.
That's the difference between, I think there's things that are temporary, you know, music-wise and stuff. And I don't want to be like, that's how I feel about my shit. But that's how I feel about my shit, too. You know, I feel like my shit's going to withhold the test of time.
No, but that's facts. Like people, I see it every day with my freestyles or the records or the songs I did, whatever. Same shit with you. Like people are finding shit that, you and I made 5 years ago, and it still sounds like shit that, that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
So and that's what it's about. Like, that's cool. I want you to keep discovering me until the end of time. Like,
Rafa, we love you, baby. We're gonna talk to you, my boy. All right.
All right. Hey, have a good night, everyone.
Man,
Ghostwriting,
baby.
Bro,
Hell yeah,
safe.
dog. Love you, dog. You know,
That's
bro.
beautiful.
No, absolutely.
I'm
bro.
overwhelmed. I'm like,
We're overwhelmed, dog.
I know, like, I come in here like super mamon, like, yeah, I'm the best rapper. But like when people like that tell me, like, bro, like I'm like, I can't even process it. I'm about to fucking cry on your podcast because like,
good, dog. Just before you cry, let me take the Rhino, dog.
Yeah.
So I give you this hard dick.
Yeah, that's when you're at your most vulnerable. No, like that's like, and that's just I can't even like put that into words. Man, thank you for calling. I know you were gonna call him and he was gonna pick up and.
No, that's my G right there, dog. Like Rafa, dog. Like that fool holler at me, dog. That fool, like that's my bro right there, dog. Like
he's incredible.
Like Rafa
he's
don't.
Incredible.
Rafa don't like. There's some dudes that I'll text and they'll get at me like a day later, and I'm like, all right, my G, I know what it is, little motherfucker.
Yeah. But
But Rafa, dog, I text that fool hollers, dog. And when he doesn't holler, I already know what he's doing. He's dealing with his son. He's dealing with a wifey. He's doing his thing. But he like right away, dog. He texted me like, "Fool, I just called you, and we missed this call, dog." You know what I mean?
I love it.
But peep game though, bro.
Talk about it.
So what do we do first? Do we get into a freestyle, or do we talk about what Instagram has done to me and what I mean? You've had the feds on you, bro.
Yeah, that shit sucks. And
why are the feds on you, bro?
Wait, let me preface this with like shout out to the youth in them, shout out to like all the young fools who are like really doing it. But when I see people who like aren't really in the shit, whether we're talking about their activism or their politics or their affiliations or their street shit, when I see like random suburban kids talking about like, oh, my haters and my ops, shut the fuck up. You don't have ops. You don't have haters. You have someone trolling you in your comments, calling you a bitch or a dumbass or whatever.
That's the ops.
No, yeah, that's the ops. That's the no. You know what the ops is? Like being put on a no-fly list and not being able to leave the country. You know what the ops is? Like having your bank accounts frozen because
and that's happened
for no fucking reason. The ops is having a fucking unmarked van parked around the corner from your mom's crib.
I don't know why I'm giving you an applause for this, bro.
But anyways, so it's just like, I don't take that shit.
Because I don't want that to happen to you, but that's happening to you, bro.
I don't take that shit lightly, and I don't think it's funny, and I don't think it's something to be like glamorized. And I think it truly started in like 2019, the first time I was on the leakers, because we're in the middle of the Trump administration, the lock them up, the babies in the cages, the build the wall. Like it just seemed like America's always been racist. That's not lost on me. Like I understand how this country was founded. I understand the slave labor, the exploitation of black, indigenous people, the Mexican labor, Chinese labor. I understand what this country was built on. So when I came up to do LA Leakers the first time in 2019, like A Man in His Plans just like went to #1 on iTunes. Everyone was like, and you know, it wasn't like a political album. It was an album about like Mexican American identity, and it was about, you know, just internal reflection. But I'm like, I'm about to be like, I'm not a major label artist. I'm about to be on Power 106. Cardi B just walked out. I just seen Cardi B walk down the hall or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck? And I gotta go on next or whatever. Sick. And so I'm like, okay.
Fucking dope.
I'd have been sniffing that hallway and jacking off at the same time. Go ahead, Doug. Sorry.
Shout out to Cardi. But I'm like, okay, we're in the middle of the Trump administration. Like tensions are at an all-time high. I cannot be on this platform and be like, man, I'm out here getting money, fucking bitches. My album went to #1. I might buy the Bugatti because That's not the reality of our people. That's not the reality of what's happening for a majority of people who are living in this, right? I couldn't in good, so I went on there and I started swagging that shit, and it went left real quick. And I straight up said, free my babies in the cages, fuck you rapists and you rapists that get elected power. Seems that nothing really changes. It started with the Clintons past the Bush and then Obama, who deported 500,000 to Ecuador and Guatemala. El Salvador and Honduras all dealt with civil war that was sponsored by the U.S. What your dollar's paying for? And that was when Kanye was wearing. That was when Kanye was wearing the MAGA hat. And I said, Kanye said that MAGA hat make him feel like Superman. Stupid man. I wonder if he heard about the Muslim ban or the kids separated from the parents against their will. Like it was unreal to me. It was unreal to me what was happening. And the moment that happened, those freestyles are going viral. Like not on rap black internet, rap Twitter, Reddit or whatever. Those freestyles leaked their way into like the world of Trump internet, because you're criticizing their leader. And the minute that happened, all the funny business started happening. Wow. Like locked out of your Instagram. Someone from unknown account or unknown email or unknown IP is trying to crack your bank account code, your email, like you're locked out of your Gmail, you're blocked out of your Twitter for no reason. I'm like, yo, this is insane. So fast forward a year, we go on Sway in the Morning. We're in a new election cycle, right? Kamala Harris talking about, really playing up I haven't talked about this publicly, and I really want to talk about this. Kamala Harris really playing up I'm the daughter of immigrants. I am the first woman of color who could be the president. Everyone vote for me. This is historic. Let me preface this. Representation, whether black, Latino, no sé qué, that shit does not matter if those people are upholding and feeding into systems of white supremacy. So when I hear Kamala Harris telling you, vote for me, my parents are immigrants, I am a woman of color, that shit don't mean shit to me, because you're down in fucking, Reynosa, at the border with DHS and ICE agents doing a photo shoot. That's not a made up thing. It's not Google that shit right now. So I'm like, what does that mean? You're acting like black and Latino people cannot contribute to systems of oppression. That don't sit right with me. So the election cycle came up. I went up there and I'm like, yo, I said on Sway in the Morning, fuck Kamala Harris. She works for ICE.
And Kamala Harris calls in on that fucking platform.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it was like, I had people from the Kamala Harris campaign. So not only do fucking the Trumpers hate me, people who consider themselves very progressive and very left, like this is what's hurtful for me. When I said like, fuck Kamala Harris because she works with ICE, incarcerated lives multiply when she was DA. And that's a fact. Yeah.
She was hanging dudes left and right,
locking people up, throwing the book at you for a minor
nickel bag,
for a non-violent drug offense or truancies.
That's how she got up the ladder. Yeah.
Single black mothers, right, enforcing these systems of oppression. Bro, I had fucking professors from HBCU. I'm talking about literally like fucking Howard, Spelman, Clark, people from black educational institutes tweeting the minute that, because it was happening in real time, people from her campaign like trying to say like, oh, Speak is anti-black, Speak is anti-woman. No, Speak is anti-prison. I'm an abolitionist. I don't believe in the industrial system of prison. Speak is not anti-black or anti-woman. Speak is anti-police. Speak is anti-people who are upholding pillars of white supremacy, right? So we're getting this, like just like Trump has his bots and his trolls who are fighting for him, you have people in these that are supposed to be progressive who are doing the same thing on that side. And it was really hurtful because I'm not anti-black and I'm not anti-women. I'm anti-white supremacy. And you guys are feeding into it just because someone who looks like you, someone who looks like she could be your auntie is telling you, is feeding you that shit. And so it was super hurtful because I know where I put my money, and I know the aids that I contribute to, and I know the causes I believe in. so to have people coming at me like that was extremely hurtful because they were trying to tear me down because I was speaking truth.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's been happening, like censorship on satellite radio, Instagram. There's like literally right-wing message boards where people are like trying to dox me and posting old addresses I lived at 10 years ago, old phone numbers, and, you know, praise be that they're not current, but the fact that you can get information of where I lived 10 years ago and post that to like a bunch of fucking gun-toting Trumpers or QAnons or people who are affiliated with the Biden, you know, administration, that's fucking terrifying. That I'm not scared of speaking truth. I'm not scared of using my platform to this, and I'm not talking conspiracy theories. I'm twacked out at 4 a.m. watching YouTube videos with scare. Like, I'm not talking conspiracy theories.
We know who they are.
I'm talking about I'm talking about current immigration policy. Babies who look like they could be related to people in my family locked in cages. I'm talking about the destabilization of Latin America due to American intervention. And it happened
happened in Guatemala.
And this shit's happening. Shit happened in the Middle East, bro. I have one of the hardest, like, thugged out, like, dudes I grew up with, a real, like, fucking dude. Like, he went to the army, right? And when that shit happened recently in Afghanistan, where, like, you know, a 20-year war, the U.S. pulls out for a week and the whole shit falls down. My friend hit me up and told me, he's like, I feel like I've been lied to my whole life. I feel like I gave these motherfuckers my body. I feel like, you know, I gave them my youth. And he's like, this hurts. And I'm like, bro, I love you, you know? Like, because I understand why people go into the service. I'll never shit on that. But I also understand how those institutions are purposely setting up recruitment sites in the hood, in low income areas, because they're trying to fucking hypnotize you, right? Man, come on, man. Yeah, you don't got shit going for you. You're not going to college. Come join the fucking army. Come fight for us, man. You'll get a fucking Camaro and we'll pay for your college and this and that. I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to get blown the fuck up for a goddamn Camaro. Like, what are we?
Does it come with T-tops?
Jesus Christ. So, like, there is, and like, because I'm like, why is my Instagram why is my Instagram going down? Why am I disabled? I don't post pussy. I don't post ass. I don't post drugs. I don't post guns. Literally, like, selfies, music related shit, photos of my cat. But in my when it was swipe ups, here's how you could donate to the Brown Berets. Here's how you could donate to Black Lives Matter. Here's how you could donate to racists in Tijuana, in Texas, who are fighting for free legal advice for deportees. Like, you know, like, I'm like mutual aids. The Spotify checks going to mutual aids to help people and shit. And people don't like that. People don't like when you start saying things that go against these systems that are designed to hurt us and keep us down. They will rally against you and they will tear you down. And I'm not like, man, I'm I'm not scared of speaking truth. I'm scared that the only worry is, you know, someone pulls up to, like, my mom's house where, like, my nieces live, you know, and do some, like, funny shit because they're fucking twacked out. So it's like I think I said that in the song, right? I was like, you know, I'm getting, you know, I was like, what make my dick hard? Money and the death threats. I'm getting those from the right and the leftists. I'm thinking change, but with radical views, you know, like that's the things that I believe in, and that's the things that I'm fighting for. And when you make that known, all of a sudden it's like, okay, people are paying attention to this guy. You know, he's existing outside of these major corporate systems, major labels, but he's still somehow, like, infiltrating these platforms and speaking his message. Yeah, they're gonna tear you down, and it's a bit disheartening, you know. Like, hey, because, like, I'm still at the same time, like, I got shows to do and albums to promote, and
you got bills to pay.
Yeah, so, like, when your Instagram goes down, when you have, you know, 55,000, 60,000 followers, like, oh fuck, whatever. But we were talking about this. The work is in real life, not just the activism, the music. Everything is in real life, and if you're talking that shit, people are gonna find you. You know, whether it's Shaquille O'Neal or whether it's your fans or whether it's people who align with your message. And they, you know, the people have always held me down. And even, you know, sometimes I'm like, fuck, I gotta be strong. I have no problem using my platforms to talk about this shit. but it's like, you know, like you feel like sometimes you feel like you're getting beat the fuck up, but then right when you feel like you're about to hit a low point, the people come and they lift you up and they're like, yo, keep going.
Keep going,
I have a couple questions for you.
Let's do it. Let's take a quick break right now. I got to take a leak.
Me too.
Let's take a bathroom break, and we'll be back with Speak. He's gonna hit a freestyle. He's gonna bless a platform in case he's got some questions, baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll do
let's take a quick break. Everybody, get yourself a drink. I mean, Sober October is officially over with, at least here at Hoodstocks. You know what I mean? Hey, we did the best we can do. But remember, I started a week before. I started a week of last month.
Yeah.
You know that, dog.
Lucky's already done, and then he brought us.
I love it.
You know what, dog?
Let's hit the bathroom break. Hit the bathroom break.
All right, bathroom break.
Bathroom break.
It's freedom when I speak, shut the fuck up. It's freedom when I speak, shut the fuck up. It's freedom when I speak, shut the fuck up. It's freedom when I speak, shut the fuck up. Hey. When you need to speak up. Hey. Guess around the corner, get your hands up. Hey. Fight for your rights, time to man up. Hey. I don't wanna die, my babies need love. Hey. La 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 for my freedom. Hey. Yeah, we don't need them. AK-47 soldier can hunt. Hey. Educate your mind, no handcuffs. Hey. You wanna build a wall, this is war now. Hey. You wanna beat us down, you gon' get loud. Hey. These touchy ass cops need to chill out. Hey. COVID-19, get the fuck out. They tryna kill us all, let the smoke out. Hey. She tastes like a peach, but her mouth foul. Hey. Shaq on this bus, time to wild out. Hey. Sitting in the cell, this is my house. The fight for my freedom, homie, tell no lie. Through the window of my cellar, watch the sun rise up, then come down. Wasted days, wasted life. Put a pedal to my neck, homie, lay me on down. The fight for my freedom, homie, tell no lies. Through the window of my cellar, watch the sun rise up, then come down. Wasted days, wasted life. Put a pedal to my neck, homie, lay me on down. I don't know, fool. What you wanna do for the game change? Mayday, Mayday. When it's time to ride, you know the code name. 1 to the 2 to the 3 for the 4 fade. Hey, play me like an arcade. Okay, drop park bombs, got my wall paint all day. Police brutality, got a code of a cold case. No way, push the boom bop in the high tops. Whoop wop, protest non-stop, talk with your walk. High school, you're probably a big lot. Looking like a pig, you a pork chop. No door knock from the homegirl. In the locker room, you got treated like the homegirl. Wanna be bad, hope, got yourself a badge, boy. Wanna be hard, but you can't walk the yard, boy. Want a big bite, but you bite like a bitch, boy. But you bite like a bitch, boy. The fight for my freedom, homie, tell no lie. Through the window of my cellar, watch the sun rise up, then come down. Wasted days, wasted life. Put a pedal to my neck, homie, lay me on down. The fight for my freedom, homie, tell no lies. Through the window of my cellar, watch the sun rise up.
Show me who the coldest. Show me all the heads of my enemies focus.
Show me all the heads of my enemies focus.
Your dialect is crazy, this overcast day. My cemetery shady, these powerful men. Why you do them like that? You ain't even his kin. You ain't never spilled blood, you ain't never showed love. He the right-hand man to the man above.
The Lord, the mighty, the sword will fight you. Armor and shield, heartless I kill. They're coming for your soul. Sweet talker, can you smell the powder burning bones? Got your damn mind, take that monologue home.
I take it, I give it. I'm a creature with limits. You a fisherman fishing. The power of pussy is not to continue. They sit and they sliver, they hiss when we enter.
The lies and the truth, righteous never confuse. You powerless fool, I harpoon your cocoon. Power is me, coward souls I set free.
She cool, she smooth, the princess of the emperor, dog. She thinks she making moves.
Hey, creature of salvation, dominated you. Yeah, got a lot of poop, got a lot of people still dominate you too. Blew a kiss to my cheek, a solid iron fist. That squad, you got a week. 1945, feel good to be alive. I was standing on the mountain, navigating warships. Roosevelt, my son, you're done with your mistress, done having fun. Churchill, you fat fuck, ever shoot a gun? Hitler need to die. You my chest piece, dog. Read the suicide. It's written in my pages. Pack of wild wolves, always eat what we're craving. Scales on my feet, breath like a dragon. Bowing in me, break for the bread. Cows and the sheep, lake full of heads of them. Bow to the leaf on the flow, the gold, the throne I hold. You wanna be my queen, but your cup full of phlegm. Label you a zombie, you a walk, fuck dead.
destiny. Look at my chemistry, I am the recipe. Built for disaster, it's perfect the remedy. My castle won't crumble, it's built with dexterity. These hands will move perfect in circles of surgery. Curses of history, burnt in my memory. Peasants get thrown in the fire for centuries. Show me my enemies, show me the sea. Give me the treasures that's buried beneath. My throne's made of gold, you ain't budging a thing. We still go at war, make the cart that can't breathe. I'll tell you the prophecies, I won't write them down. I'll guide you the way, but I can't show you how. Auguries, omens, they never find out. Clutching my sword, I bring enemies down. Touching your soul on serenity's realm. If you're looking for love, then the legacy's found. Top of the morning, I'm tilting my crown. Sounds of them screaming, I'm laying you down.
Show me move the ocean, show me who the coldest. Show me all the heads of my enemies' focus.
Show me all the heads of my enemies' focus.
Check 1 2 1 2. This is
We
your
back,
boy
we
Lucky
back.
Sonzo, doggy. Oh yeah, I know you like it in that ass, boy.
Lucky just took the Rhino right now.
Took the Rhino. You know when I take the Rhino, because when I take the Rhino, you're gonna be like a camel with a hump.
Oh my gosh.
In your back.
This podcast got dark real quick.
Hey, what I want to know
we're
is
talking about liberation and he's like, I'm talking about rhinos and fucking my homies. Like,
Yeah, no, that's
sexual.
all bad, dog.
I'm talking about sexual
You know,
liberation.
no, this is like a men's locker room. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you around football players, you around you in the penitentiary shit. Motherfuckers sex playing. It's just fun and games.
It's
We
good,
clowning.
man. I'm good. I'm trying to have sex with all my homies. Let's do it.
I got different beats, dog. But let's just
shit.
no. Let me get you something. Hold on.
Give me something good.
Yeah. Hold on.
You know, because I'm not like one of those guys like, man, I'm on a platform, let me rap. I'm like, I'm not feeling it. I don't want to.
Nah, we want you to rap off something that's right, dog. I mean, what is this right here?
Isn't that the one Bozo got? Was it?
Oh, is this?
Yeah, that was the one Bozo got.
Are you sure?
Producer AM.
Oh yeah, that's right. Let's hold on. Yeah, that's right. I don't know how that ended up right there, bro. Let me take that off.
You want
Hold
to
on.
remix it?
I'm gonna remix your butt cheeks.
Whoa. Dark.
Enough, Lucky. Enough.
Dark.
No, I'm just playing.
We're back to regular scheduled programming.
We're back to fucking Luggy's fucking dumbass shit.
I don't like it.
No, that's not it. That's too West Coast, baby. Hold on. I got some shit right here.
Give me some smooth shit.
Smooth shit?
Yeah.
Hold on. This is DJ Kaz right here. OJ.
That's pretty cool.
You like this one, Speak?
Yeah. OJ the Great. You say OJ the Great?
What's that?
You gonna say OJ the Great?
No, this is OG DJ Kaz, old school homie of mine, dog. He's part of the lynch mob and shit, dog.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's the homie, dog. He'll be on this podcast one day, dog. Do you like that shit right there?
Yeah, you can play that shit. Yeah.
Because I got other ones too. You like that though? We'll fuck with that.
Yeah.
All right, let's. What do you want to do? You want to do it now?
Yeah, just run that shit.
Run that shit.
Run
Let's go,
that
baby.
shit.
Yeah. Let me take a little sip real quick. Let me hear that shit.
The greatest.
Big cracking skulls, turn your head into a toga pea. All leather suit, man, looking like Jodeci. Bitches wanna notice me, yeah, oh, they know it's me. Big speaky F, bitch, none of y'all can fuck with me. Say, crack your head, turn your egg into a toga pea. Crack your head, turn your... Oh, no, twisted, keep it going, yeah. I said, hello. I said, aiming at your legs to leave you shitless like you Cotton Hill. Me and all my vatos drink that pain away, we mob it still. Marching through the city, trying to voice the pain the martyr feel. Run it back, I'm born to live and born to die, we hard to kill. Mass appeal to gangsta, shout out to my older primo. Not a record with the DJ, he was off a different needle. I was Spike Spiegel, had that Desert Mike Eagle. Let that Prince Puma ricochet, make your spine tingle, I'm not alone, I can feel that death is in the air. Reprimand a white hoe, tell that bitch don't touch my hair. Double dare a bitch to get up in my face, cause I'm about it. Mom feeling like a prison when your brain is overcrowded, crowded, drowning. Thankful I'm a water sign, out of body, out of mind. Could've signed, I decline. Thick thighs, fat dick, stuff it in my Calvin Klein. Mask up, fake sphere, moonsault, that's rated time up. Turn off that Joe Rogan, bitch, go and read a book. Turn off that Joe Budden clown face is how you look. I'm watching fools look to other fools and call it wisdom. I feel it in the air, it's changing, man. Fuck the system, big fish, Pisces. Hopped up out the water, feeling like Samoa Joe when he was down in Ring of Honor. King of the Indies, but your budget looking major. Bet a milli on myself against the Devils, won the wager. Big hair, eraser hair, on my David Lynch. You a jobber to the stars, Speaky been the main event. You popping on the internet, but couldn't sell a hard ticket. Thought you had the wettest jumper, but you drier than a biscuit. Bitches love me from a distance, they could never get close. I put some back shots, like ass shots, they loving the strokes. Then I climbed up on some mountain tops with Aztec gold. I tucked that tech under my tummy, baby, don't get bold. You must be smoking meth and Hemet if you think I'm reading Reddit and debating about some lyrics in which goofy rappers said it. Nah, fuck the heat say, she's me and the cliche. They be off those little bumps, sniffing off a keychain. Dookie and they draws like Green Day and peace stains. I'm the only constant every time the scene change. Hold up, the man of leisure, I enjoy the simple things. Every morning I vote toast, I'm thinking about my bread and green. These are same jeans I wore when I wrote my first hit. The same jeans that I wore when I moved my first brick. That same team as before, I swear we die for this shit. And if we do, I'm resurrected like the Buddha that slipped. What's up? Yeah. What's up? Yeah. Best in the world. Woo. Best in the world. I just thought that was a funny line, so I'm gonna remember that for later. Crack your head. What is that? I'm gonna remember that for later. That's gonna work its way into a song. Yeah. I was gonna work its way. Crack your head like an egg, turn your skull into a toga pea. I've been getting money since these fools were hitting shoulder lean. Went around in circles like your birthday at the roller ring. El Patron not concerned with what a couple soldiers think. Unless it's mutiny. Watch your back, watch your size. If that's the case, my super soaker super size. I'm gonna work that. No, okay, that's gonna go in the song now. That's gonna go in the song now.
Bro,
Bro,
Machi. Everybody give it up for Street.
I'm gonna go in the song.
Yeah.
Crack your head, turn your egg to a toga pea. I've been getting money since these fools were hitting shoulder lean. Went around in circles like your birthday at a roller rink. El Patron not concerned with what a couple soldiers think. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, you feel me? A luchador. I'm not new to the fade. Spotify checks, that's mutual aid, bitch.
Bro,
best in the world. Ain't nobody like me.
That's all freestyle.
I took Chicano rap to avant-garde and made it surreal. You can't judge me because you can't even pay your mama's bills. Feed your community and then talk shit about me. We do the work on both sides of the frontera. You feel me? Shout out, quiero saludar a todos mis amigos en Ciudad de Mexico, East LA. Bro, we on Evergreen, bro. Yes, sir, I'm on Evergreen. They ain't ever seen. Like, what? Like, you don't come over here. Bro, I got so much, like, people are like, where did he come from? Bro, when I was fucking 15, 16 years old, we used to go to Lamert Park, Project Blowed, outside freestyling, man, battling whoever.
You know my boy Spec? Spec used to fuck around. Spec the Kid?
Yep.
That's the homie
OG
right
shit, for real. Like,
I mean, bro, like you got such a brilliant mind.
I'm
dog.
different.
To freestyle something and to catch what you freestyled and said, oh shit, that shit was kind of hard.
Well, that's how I make my songs. Like, everyone's like, oh, like, okay, friends, like when we say songwriting, I'm not talking about like I sit down and I'm writing the lyrics. Like, for instance, if you got like a beat going or whatever, I sit down and I'm like, I'll just like we did, I'll put the mic on and I'll be like, the first thing that comes to my, like, so when I say like I don't write. So I'm saying like you mumble the cadence and then you fill the words in. You do like that. It's like a coloring book. You do the outline first and then you fill it with color. So usually when I'm like writing in the studio, it's just me with a beat that's playing and I might come up with the cadence. You find
the cadence.
Yeah, and then I start filling in line for line. I guess that's how like Jay-Z and Wayne do it. So, I don't know.
Let me see this beat I got right here.
I can't go no more.
No, I know.
I took the worm, bro.
No, you good. You
Yeah,
good.
you took the worm.
Best in the world.
Best in the world, baby. That shit
Best.
was
The best.
That's just hard. I mean, bro, like to be able to go off the top of the head like that.
It's different. Like,
and it's not elementary rhymes. It's rhymes,
Yeah.
bro, that you really, you really feeling, dog, that really make fucking sense, dog,
well,
right?
a lot of people have been tagging me. They're like, man, this is a cool freestyle. You should check out. And then they say this artist name or whatever. And like, I click it. And then someone who's like, oh, I'm like a freestyle artist, right? But it's very formulaic in the sense that it's like, you could tell where it's coming from, where it's like, it's very formulaic, like, man, we smoke a joint, smoke a cig, I'm right here. I'm super ultra, just like this light beer. You know, it's very like, no, seriously, you know what I mean? Like, you got raps, but you know mines are hotter. I'm on the podcast and I'm sipping on the water. That means it's like, so when you send me that and you're like, man, this is a freestyle, I'm like, yo, that shit is weak. That shit is weak, and we're talking about levels, like
I can't fuck with you.
It's
bro.
different. It's different over here.
I mean,
it's different right here.
Bro, so when you're in the studio with these people that
I hate them,
that you wrote for, that you've ghostwrited for, bro. I mean, do you blow their fucking mind, bro?
Yeah.
When you're in there and they're just like, all right, what do you got for me? And you're just like, hold on, play the beat.
And I think a lot of the times a lot of them get intimidated, and it's ego shit, right? You got the deal, you got $1 million in your bank account, you got $5 million on Twitter, and this fucking hairy, goofy Mexican rocker wizard looking motherfucker comes in and shows you that we're not in the same league. We're not. And
Fuck yeah.
And I want them to know that. Like, I'm not trying to, like, I'm down, like, I mean, there's different methods of making songs, right? For instance, like there's a difference between I'm writing for you and I'm writing with you. Because some people do have it, and maybe they just need a little fine tuning on the hooks or the cadence, but they are talented and they got it, and that's cool. I prefer that shit, like true collaboration, true making shit. But like when you're ordering it like a fast food, like this is the song I want, this is the topic. I can't, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna say names, but like people are like, oh, so and so is a genius. That motherfucker is not a genius. Like, how were you a genius and you're doing interviews like, yeah, you know, I'm just like, yeah, I really love music. It's my passion, and, you know, we're creators. Like, you're not. You're a fucking liar. You're only good at, I said that on Leakers. I was like, y'all not really talented. You only good at marketing. Got a lot of dollars, but you lacking in some common sense. It's like, because, you know, and I'm someone who wasn't chosen by the system, who was told by every executive on the planet that they should stick to writing. And now all of them are like, man, who's putting out your new record? You want, like, I'm not doing, like,
We're trying to give you a deal now?
Maybe we could do business, but it's gonna cost you a lot more. It's like, not, because like the principle is always the same. The principle is always the same. Creative freedom. You give me money and let me do what I do. And so yeah, we're like, I don't know. It's interesting. Like, so like, but you know, like, there are people, like, I'm not trying to generalize the game, because there are people who are deep in it, who are like, whoa, they're fucking, like, Young M.A. is fucking incredible.
She's bad, bro.
I fucking, like, so like when I'm getting ready to go on Leakers, I'm watching Young M.A., I'm watching Meek Mill, I'm watching, you know, like, people shit on him a lot, but like J. Cole's incredible. You know what I mean? Like, I'll never take nothing away. I'll never hate on that. So there are people like, yo, Meek Mill is fucking dope at rapping. I don't, you know.
Well, how did he get fucking tossed by fucking Drake, bro? Is just Drake better, bro? Cause, bro, when that shit happened, I was like, Meek Mill was about to murder this dude, bro.
But okay, it's two things. One, I'll drink to that. Hold on. One, he underestimated Drake. Two, Drake is a real student. Like, you could say whatever you want about the memes, the R&B. Drake is a real student. Drake loves battle rap. Drake is, and he's a real writer. I don't care what you think about the exterior, the pop music, the image, because at one point, Drake was with Wayne and them writing all those raps. Like, Drake, you know, like, his pen is real. And everyone's like, well, he has ghostwriters now, but I look in the camera when I tell you this. at the highest level of not rap, but pop music, popular top 40, billions of streams. Yo, motherfuckers are in the studio with like J Balvin helping them with melodies and lines. So when people like to shit, but it's funny like watching people who don't know the intricacies of songwriting and putting together a hit, talking about like and I understand it's hip hop, right? He don't even write his own shit, but he used to write. He does write his own shit, and he wrote for many others. But when you're in the studio and you got a fat beat going and you're with your crew like we're here saying like, damn, this beat can go to #1 globally. We just got to make that shit catchy. Everyone, like, here's my ideas. Start giving me some lines. What you got for the hook? What you think about this line? You fine tune it to make the best product possible for mass consumption. So when people say, man, Drake don't even write, Drake's not a rapper, he absolutely is. So where Meek Mill fell short is he underestimated Drake. And also Meek Mill was he was going through some hardships and he was about to sit down for a bid. So it's like maybe he wasn't all the way, like when you're about to sit down for 3, 4, 5 years.
He took it lightly.
Yeah, like
he had a bigger fish. He had bigger things on his
when
plate.
people are talking about like, do you want to battle rap Drake or do you want to put your defense together because you're facing 5?
Yeah.
Like your mind's gonna be on the courtroom, right?
Yeah.
But on the same coin, when Drake bodied him when he was going through all that, he had no problem dissing him, like with a shovel, burying him literally. When the man was on trial, he had no problem doing that. But then again, and then he turns around and cries because Pusha T talked about his son and his best friend. Well, guess fucking what, Aubrey? There's no rules in battle rap. You had no problem. Cause I'm going back. I was in the club when that song was playing and people were fucking dancing, having a good time at another man's expense while he was about to go to fucking prison. And he did the time, right? So you had no problem shitting on someone while he was going to prison. But someone talked about my son and my producer who's got sickle cell. There's no fucking rules in this shit. And the facts are the facts. You could be the greatest. He is a great songwriter. He's the top streaming, top selling. Drake is an icon. But guess what? Just like you put Meek Mill in the dirt, Pusha T puts you in the dirt. You know?
He put him in the dirt.
You gotta accept that. You gotta accept that. Too fucking bad. I mean, it doesn't, but in the long run, right? Like maybe in some hip hop shit, like, damn, yeah, it matters because of the competition. But in the long run, what does it really matter? Because Drake still is selling billions of copies, the most streamed. It doesn't, and that's why I don't get like caught up in beefs and arguments because I'm like, bro, like, what is this? Like, what does this mean at the end of the day? What is like, I got no ill will.
Because it all goes away.
It all goes away.
It all goes away. I mean, we like, remember it and we'll talk about it.
Guess what? When they're putting you in the fucking ground, when they're putting you in the fucking dirt, like, you're a body in the dirt. You're not Michael Jackson, the top selling artist of all time. You're not John Lennon. You're not this. You're not that. When you go in the dirt, you go in the dirt. We all end up in the same place.
How do you feel about death? Are you scared of it?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Why are you not scared of death? I'm afraid of death, but I'm afraid of death, and I'll say this before I let you answer it, bro.
Yeah,
I'm afraid of death because at this point, for so long I was not afraid of death, but I'm afraid of death right now. For my girls.
Yeah.
For my girls.
Of course. Because you have purpose and you have something to live for.
I need to take care of them. I need to walk them down that aisle of marriage. I need to make sure they're good. And when I set them off in life, they're going to be great, you know? So my purpose right now, so I got to watch my step. Stupid beefs. Yeah. Anything, you know what I mean? Like I'm not jeopardizing it for my fucking babies. It should be the top
priority.
It's the priority, bro. You know what I mean? There comes a point in time with dog where you gotta your ego, your pride, all that dumb street shit has gotta take a back seat to these beautiful fucking souls right here. So that's what I've done with my life, bro. So now I'm afraid of I'm not afraid of death, but
it's become more of a more like
methodical.
Like you've thought about it more. But that's humans questioning their mortality, right? Like I don't fear it. I don't fear it because I know that these things that we're in they're only temporary. No matter what religion you believe in, no matter what God you pray to, all of them say the same thing. This is a shell, this is a vessel, right? This is a vessel. So, I mean, of course, like if like like especially if you have so much love and abundance and happiness and fulfillment in your life, no one wants to see the end of that, right? If you got your wife, your kids, your house, your business, and everything is good, like no one wants to be told like, yo, you got aggressive cancer, you're gonna die. No one wants to see that, right? It is terrifying, but I don't want my life to end. I don't know anyone who does, but I think I came to terms a long time ago that it's the inevitable. It's the only thing, right? Like, no matter what, that's a whole different thing. No matter what your faith is, no matter who you pray to, no matter where you think you're going when you close your eyes at the end, right? That's a different story. That's all. I don't want to get into that. That's a whole different story. But I know at the end of your 85 years, 90 years, 100 years, 45 years, at the end of it all, that's where we go. And it doesn't matter if you're Michael Jackson. It doesn't matter if you're Muhammad Ali. It doesn't matter if you're Billy at the Costco. It doesn't matter if you're Joaquin working at the tienda. That is the one thing. It doesn't matter if you were gay. It doesn't matter who you're over here, right?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't matter who you voted for. At the end of the day, you go in the ground, or you get your ashes scattered, or or you get what is it when they or you get taxidermy. I want to be taxidermy.
What is taxidermy again?
Stuff like when they stuff the animals.
That's right.
Stuff my body and put me in the studio like this.
Can you imagine?
So I'm watching all over.
That'd be crazy. I don't know if anybody's ever done that yet.
Let's open up the phone line. You mind taking a couple phone calls?
Yeah, we could talk about it.
Yeah, let's take a couple phone calls.
Callers?
Yeah, we got callers.
Booming?
Yeah,
what's the chat look like? Hello, guys.
The chat looks amazing when you're freestyling, dog. They loved it, bro.
I looked over because I can't really. I squinted and just seen fire, fire, fire. I'm like, yeah, I am really good, aren't I?
Hey, so I have a question.
We got a phone call. Hold on. Yeah. You're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
Hey, what's up, Big Lux?
What up, my G?
Chilling. Hey, ask homeboy, how was his experience on crashing on that plane, bro?
Crashing on the plane? I didn't crash on no plane, bro. That's racist because I'm not Arab, bro. Respect our Arab brothers and sisters.
I'm talking about the dude from Castaway.
Oh. yo. What's your name, bro?
I'm gonna ask you where Wilson's at.
Wait. What's your name, bro? What's your name?
Michael.
Michael, yo, let me tell you something funny, Michael. One time I did the show in Mexicali and we fucking killed it. And in Mexicali, there's outside the bars and some they got really good Chinese food in Mexicali. There's not too much popping. So after we killed the show in Mexicali, we went to a strip club, right? Some of the baddest bitches on earth. I'm in the front row. I'm throwing my pesos. We're going crazy. And you know what the DJ was screaming? He's like, quiero saludar mi amigo Tom Hanks de Castaway. Bro, I seen the baddest bitch shaking her ass, and the DJ was calling me Tom Hanks, bro, in Mexicali, and I'm like, oh man,
I love that DJ, dog.
Yo, he's alive. I was like,
bro,
oh shit,
I love that.
Look just like him.
Yo, bro, especially with the Grays. Now I told you I've been through it, bro. I've been on the island, bro. I've been on the island suffering, but we make it back like FedEx. We deliver that pack. We're here, bro.
Baby. There you go, like FedEx.
I thought you were calling me a terrorist. I'm like, what you mean, bro? I'm not Al Qaeda. Fuck that shit, good.
Not at all, boy.
Much respect to my brother Michael, bro. For real,
hey,
Mike.
Keep it up, brother. I just wanted to call.
I love that.
That's right, baby.
That's love, bro.
Real quick. Hey, but you guys have a good night, bro.
I love that. See, that's real love when you can roast somebody.
No,
I like that shit.
Bro.
And I take that shit.
You know what, bro? So when
they were calling me Wilson at the strip club, I was so mad. I'm like, bro, I just blew like 4,000 pesos in here. You're calling me Wilson? Give me my fucking money back.
You're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
Hey, what's up? This is Papi. What's up, Speak?
Que onda, que pedo? What's poppin', brother?
How y'all doing tonight?
I'm faded. I drank the worm.
Yeah, I cracked one open too.
That's love. What was that?
I said I feel you. I cracked one open too.
Oh, my brother. Salud.
That's right, dog.
Look, put that in the air for you, my man.
What do you want? What do you got for Speak, dog? You want to ask him a question, dog, or what? Or do you want that Rhino pill from him?
That freestyle, that shit was fire. That shit was crazy.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I'm faded as fuck. I hope it sounded okay.
It sounded good, dog. It sounded good, dog. Appreciate you calling in, my G.
sir.
Much love,
right,
Primo.
Hey,
Good
dog.
day.
You know, one of my favorite morning shows is Sway in the Morning, dog.
I love Sway.
You know, and so when it comes to this podcast game, right, dog? I mean, we as a student, right? As a student, right? I study, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These individuals. So I study Sway in the Morning, dog. You know what I mean? I study Mike Tyson's podcast. I study fucking Joe Rogan's podcast. Sway in the Morning has taught me, Sway particularly, he has taught me to just be mutual.
Yeah.
You know, be mutual in conversation.
Yeah.
You know, don't just like shit on a person. Like take a person's what they have to say and respect it.
Yeah.
Because there's some things that are said to Sway and he may not be in tune with that frequency, that vibration, but
he's hearing you out.
But he'll hear you and he'll speak on it from a different angle or try to understand your perspective in the matter. And then you got Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson will teach you to just tell your grimiest story and live with it, because this is who you are and this is what people know who you are. So be true to who you are. You know what I mean? For the worst of yourself. You know what I mean? And then Joe Rogan will teach you to you know what I mean? Like get smart, you know, get educated, get woke, get in tune, find out what's going on in the world. Don't be like open up a book, study, like you know.
Bro,
so
I got so much love for Sway, man, because even before Sirius XM satellite radio, Sway was syndicated from the Bay Area. He had a show called The Wake Up Show. Yeah. And so the Wake Up Show, bro, they had Biggie, Tupac, Wu-Tang, Common, everyone, like it was a rite of passage. You go to the Wake Up Show and you bust a freestyle, right? And I know, like, because he's such a fixture in media, it's like, yo, Sway is a legend, and Sway is such a vital part of my career because I know the history, and I know, like, when he invites you up to come and tell your story and to rap on his show, bro, he invited Biggie up. He invited Pac up. He invited Hieroglyphics. He invited, Freestyle Fellowship. He invited Little Kim. And I'm like, bro, I'm getting chills just thinking about it, because in no way am I in that league of artists. But the fact that, I've come through the same door that they came through to talk to my man Sway, Kanye West. You feel me? Like, this is like, and when Kanye was wilding out on Sway's like, yo, bro, chill. Sway is like,
and he played it really cool, and that's what he's taught me, bro.
Sway's let me tell you, Sway is a fucking real journalist, bro. Like,
he is, bro.
He's a fucking award winning. He's
a master of his craft.
Yeah.
Bro.
So, I want to shout out my man Emilio Sparks, who worked for Sway, or worked at Shady 45 for a long time. He worked at Sirius FM, and Emilio, this producer on XM radio, caught wind of some of my freestyles and EPs, my underground shit, and he plugged me with Sway. He didn't want no money, no management. He's like, yo, I want to see you thrive. And Emilio Sparks is like not only a legend in rap, but like a legend in the wrestling community, because he's really deep and he's worked with some of the best, the greatest wrestlers of all time, helping them put together their podcasts and stuff like that. So
that's dope.
So I always show love to like my hood and the people, the artists and the hosts and stuff. Yeah. But I always tell them that like in text and stuff. But I just want to look at the camera and say like I am an Emilio Sparks guy, because like he's the one who plugged that up with Sway. He's the one who believed in me and never wanted a penny from me. He just wanted to see me kill the game. So thank you, Emilio. I love you very much, man. For real, for real.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm gonna drink to you, Emilio.
Yeah, absolutely.
Emilio.
Salute to Emilio. Hey, Casey, go ahead. I know you had a couple questions. I gotta take a leak, dog, and then we'll get a couple questions. Dog, we'll wrap this shit up, dog.
Copy that. So I want to know how the collab with Paisa Boys came about.
Because
that shit was hard.
Okay, so crazy shit. The same show that Rafa from Prejudice came to see me at the Echo, the Paisa Boys pulled up, and they pulled up straight off of work after like working all day, like fucking trimming hedges, cutting grass. They cut across town to bring me some shirts, and they threw me some shirts on stage. It was literally the first Paisa Boy shirts that ever came out. They threw me 2 of them, and I got the first from the first batch of Paisa Boys tees. So they've been like, Javi's been showing love from the jump. And so when I was telling them like, yo, like we just sold out the Roxy, we're gonna get this dope shit. They were like, yo, let's we want to do a merch for it, an exclusive. And they came with an idea that was dope. And I'm like, yo, I got an idea. I was like, remember when you would hit the swap meet, you know, and whether it's the Rio Rancho in Moreno Valley, shout out to Moval, or whether it's the Slauson Super Mall. Remember like 2005, 6, 7, 8, you could get the gangster SpongeBob smoking a blunt, or you could get the Fred Flintstone with the AK, you know, with the cash. I'm like, yo, we need to do something like that. That's like blinged out, iced out, 2005 swag, but that is Mexican iconography. Something that even if like you're Mexican American and you've never been to Mexico, you know who Bimbo is. You know who the Bimbo Bear is. So I shot him the idea, and I'm like, yo, let's do the iced out Bimbo, like with the money, smoking a blunt cigar with the cash. Let's do that because it's a take on the combination of both our cultures. If you're Mexican, you know who Bimbo is. If you grew up in the mid-2000s, you know about gangster SpongeBob or gangster Scooby-Doo or some shit like that, right? And they passed it off to an artist named Cecilia at Aspi. She's a fucking genius and a great Chicana artist, illustrator who really brings back that like old school vibe. She's incredible, and she whipped that up. And then they're like, yo, we're going to get the Bimbo suit and we're going to shoot it at a panaderia. And I'm like, yo, let's do that shit. So I conceptualized it, and it says Speak on the back. And it wasn't just like a Speak Paisa Boys thing. It was Speak Paisa Boys and Cecilia. I want to shout her out so much for the illustration because she made that shit go off. And yo, that shit just went viral as fuck. Like, and you know, their shit is just like, yo, we're gonna do one. When they say like, yo, we're gonna do this and it's never coming out again, they did that shit, and we sold out all the shirts in like 6 hours. And so when we did the Roxy, they brought the Bimbo Bear out on stage, and he was rapping with me, and it just like, that's family, you know, like, and it's just about that. It's just about incorporating these iconic images and these things that, whether you live in Mexico or whether you live in like Mexico City, or whether you live in Mexico City or Los Angeles or whatever part of Mexico or whatever, it's these cross-cultural references. Like, so the funny thing is, like, that shit sold out. It killed the game. It went viral in the States, but a lot of people don't know this. If you're not living in Mexico and following Mexican meme pages, Mexican pop culture, it went viral in Mexico too.
Okay,
so
sick.
all over only like Spanish-speaking Mexican meme accounts like Museo Arte Mexicano and like all these things, like that image is going viral, and like people started bootlegging that tea in Mexico.
When you Google it right now, there's only bootleggers selling it.
Yeah, there's only bootleggers because you can't get it from Paisa Boys anymore. Yeah. So like, and when I told the Paisa Boys like, yo, they're bootlegging our shit in Mexico, their response was tight.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Because like so much of Mexican culture is pirateria.
Yeah.
Like, right? Whether you live in El Paso, Texas, whether you live in East Los Angeles, whether you live in Mexico, right? We have this common theme. Like, I love going to Taqueria Goku and it's Dragon Ball. Or I love going to the Tiendita Mickey Mouse and there's like a bootleg Mickey Mouse on it. It's such a vital part of culture and economy and cultural exchange that I'm like, yo, tight. I love that shit.
That's dope.
Bootleg all my shit. That means it's popping.
Yeah.
Like bootleg it because we're not putting it out anymore.
Because they only bootleg the shit that's always on the top. Yeah. And that's what's so dope.
I feel so humble.
Yeah,
like,
that's fucking dope, dog.
So I've been talking with the Paisa Boys. We want to do like a pop-up in Mexico, like Guadalajara. We want to do Mexico City because people all over Mexico know about the Paisa Boys.
And they want,
so like,
dope, dude.
Bro, anywhere I go in Mexico, like city, everyone's like, hey, ¿qué pasó con esta playera, güey? Like, I want the Bimbo. And I'm like, oh, man, it's like, I ain't got none, bro. Like, I got 2 shirts and like, I put them in my dressing room and someone stole them.
Oh,
I'm like, come on. I'm like, I'm the headliner, bro. Like, that's my tee. Can I at least have, like...
Damn. So you don't even have one?
I don't even have one. My girl Sophia got one. My girl Sophia got one. And then I had a spare one, but it's gone. Like, those shirts are...
Damn, that's dope, dog. Fuck yeah.
Those shirts are gone, brother.
I remember when I saw that, I was so hyped. I was like, fuck yeah, it's just so
but like,
dope.
so I think we're gonna do like maybe every, not like, it's gonna be special thing. I have a lot of other ideas that like I want to do. I'm not gonna say them out loud, but like every 6 months you might get like a shirt conceptualized by me in there. But like we'll see where it goes. But like they're super happy, and man, those guys are about it. And I'm so proud of them. Like, like
they killed it. So I worked on a show called The Hype, which is a streetwear competition show.
Yeah.
And Bobby Hundreds pulled up, and they fucked with Bobby. But Bobby was rocking the Paisa Boys shirt. Yeah, and I was like, fuck yeah, Bobby.
Like, bro, Bobby Hundreds was an icon in fashion, streetwear. One of the in like culture, pushing the culture forward, showing love, wearing the Paisa Boys tee. Yeah. That's got my name on the back. I'm like, yo, that's incredible. That's incredible, especially because it's like. From it's a Mexican American collaboration. Yeah. And it's celebrating, our culture. Like that's and that's tight. And I think it goes back to the thing I was saying, like, yo, when you talk about like how come like how come there isn't like a Mexican equivalent of Kendrick Lamar? Not saying like we need our own Kendrick. There can only be one Kendrick, right? Yeah. But like, yo, we need someone to like crash through and just like kill the game on that level. Yeah. Like, there's never been anything like that in streetwear. And there hasn't. And the Paisa Boys are doing that, and it means so much, like because even if you grew up on this side and you've never been to Mexico, everyone that I know, at least personally, is just they're proud of their roots. They're proud of their heritage, and you don't want to lose that. Yeah. And you want to represent that at all levels. And it does mean a lot. It means so much. It's a big responsibility, and it's super important. So shout out to them. Sorry, I just like went on.
No, that's dope, dude.
Bro, this podcast want to make me cry.
I'm glad I got to, got your, because I never would have thought that you had been here after like.
More shit is coming. More shit is coming. I promise you.
So what are we doing, bro? What are we doing? I mean, shit.
I'm fucking in my 30s. I'm gonna go home and take a nap. I'm drunk. Like, what you mean? Bro, you talking like that? You want to fuck me? What are we doing? You want to come to the crib? What's up?
No. What I mean,
I want to go home.
Yeah, and it's time to go home for sure.
It's love. It's love for real.
This has been amazing, bro. But what I mean is, and what we're doing is like, so are we dropping an album? We got an album coming.
Yeah. And the album is called "We Left the House for This?" ? And it's like a lot. It's raw. Like if you like the Sway freestyles, if you like this freestyle, if you like the LA Leakers freestyle, it's like back to basics, dirty loops, drums, hard beats, like, and just raps. It's like, I think I think there's space for everything. I mean, like I will never hate because I love pop music and I've written pop music and I've written top 40, but I think we're at a space right now, especially like, we're still in the pandemic, but, especially realizing how like these systems don't work for us, right? Like, okay, businesses close down. Okay. You don't get paid no more. You're sick. There's no health care. So we left the house for this is a questioning of all the systems that have failed us, the medical system, the government, the financial system.
Are you vaccinated?
I'm vaccinated. Yeah. I'm like, a lot of people are like, man, your stance on politics is like, yeah, cool, man. Don't get the vaccine. I'm like, no, like, because like I want to travel and I have a lot of work to do. And I think it's funny because like in Mexico, you don't see anti-vax protests.
Said that's like a first world problem. It's a first world problem.
Exactly. It is a quote unquote first world problem because, especially here, like I learned this when I was in Arizona this past weekend, like doing these shows, like, man, it's about freedom. It's about choice. It's about this and that. Not realizing that countries in Latin America and countries in, places like India, countries in South America, like things for like hepatitis, things for smallpox, things for polio. These are things places are still fighting for, right? The vaccinations that me got when we went to kindergarten, first grade, there are still portions of the world that are fighting for that. So like, I will never tell you, get the vaccine, do this or that. But like, I mean, we need to get off the idea that like, there's like people who are like, I'm anti-vax. I'm like, bro, you got a vax card to go to kindergarten. Like I don't, they're not microchipping you. They're like, there was like so many like wild shit, like, 5G. I'm like,
hit that button.
I'm like, bro, he's
this
like,
is my town, not
the other one. The other one.
If you take the stab, you're no longer human.
Yeah. But it's just like, it's good, bro. Like, I like, So like I'm not
comments like that. It's like,
no, I'm not here to tell you like what to do or this and that. But if you're living in North America, if you're living in Canada, if you're living in Europe and these countries that are super developed and have the resources, I'm not going to tell you what and what not to do to your body. That's forever be your choice, and I respect that. But I also, everyone's like, do the research. I'm like, look into
what is the research? YouTube videos, bro? Like, get the fuck out of here, dog. It's all conspiracy YouTube videos,
my favorite.
Is that what you're studying?
My favorite quote is like people who are like, you need to do the research, and like says the guy who has done no research at all.
Yeah, like I'm gonna put up a YouTube video about every reason not to take the fucking vaccine.
I'll fuck with science before I fuck with like, some like Trumper in Alabama who's driving a big rig and beats his wife and like, I don't believe in vaccines, I gotta build the wall. Like, and I think what a lot of people fail to realize is like a lot of those like anti-vax, I mean, I get it. I also distrust the government to an enormous extent, but like as much as like, think about it in this terms, yeah? So like in the States when, a lot of people suffered when they closed the businesses, and people lost jobs, people got laid off. But in the States, there were 3 stimulus, right? There were 3 stimulus checks, plus you could get PPP, you could get EDD. And I'm telling you, I'm looking you in the camera. When they shut shit down in Mexico, nobody got shit because we were on lockdown too, and nobody got any sort of government aid. My homie who has a business said, there's a thing, but they give you 5,000 pesos. Shut down your business for 4 months and you get 5,000 pesos. 5,000 pesos is 300 USD, bro. And you're crumbling and you're upset and you're angry because you're only getting $1,000 a week on EDD. You're only getting a 30,000 PPP loan or whatever. We got fucking nothing at all. I'm a taxpayer in Mexico. We got fucking nothing. So like in Mexico, there's no revolting against it because people were like, the government's not gonna do shit for us. Let's get our businesses back going. And right now we have one of the highest vaccination rates. The clubs are open. The restaurant. I was in the club 2 weeks ago till 4 a.m. dancing to. I was off fucking that 2CB, that pink cocaine.
We're moving the podcast to Mexico City.
Pink cocaine.
That pink cocaine. I was off that 2CB. I went home and fucked myself. That shit was crazy. I looked in the mirror. I got home at 6 a.m. I looked in the mirror and said, damn, Speak, you look good. No bitches. No bitches in sight. No, so like I will never tell you what to do, but I want everyone who hears my voice, and especially who lives in a very developed country where there was stimulus and there was unemployment benefits, please understand what's happening in other parts of the world. That's all I'm saying. So do you whatever, just don't cough in my face. I don't give a goddamn.
There you go. That's Speak, everybody. That's Speak. Hey, Mama G, this has been amazing, dog.
I love you guys so much.
This has been dope. I mean,
te quiero mucho también.
Yeah, we 3 hours in this bitch, dog. And I mean, it's
3 horas no mames.
Yeah, no mama's way.
If this hits fucking 1 million views, I need like monetize that shit. Throw my name on it.
He's moving back to the U.S. 1 million views. He's moving back.
Baby, I got you, dog. I'm gonna cut you the check, dog. I got you, baby. You know what I mean? Speaks, this has been amazing,
and
dog.
thank you so much. This is lit. I love it.
I mean, I love when I have dudes like you because I can just kick back, I can recline my chair, dog, and I can let the motherfucker go, dog. You know what I mean?
We got stories to tell. Dude, we talked about being doxxed, the politics. We talked about the recording industry.
Yeah. We talked about the Rhino pill.
We talked about rhinos. we talked to the homie from Prayers. Like,
We really did it all, dog.
It's real Easty over here.
It is, dog.
It's real Easty, my guy.
I mean, we try to make it as natural as possible.
I love
dog.
it. I'm
Like
so
it's just
happy.
easy
I'm
money
so,
right
so
here,
happy.
dog. I mean, and I trip when sometimes people are like nervous, like, "Oh shit, what are we gonna do?" Like, we just gonna kick it, dog.
Yeah, let's
and we're
talk
gonna
about
chop it up, bro. And the only difference is there's gonna happen to be a camera and there's gonna be a chat line.
No skeletons in my closet, bro. Only boner I got in the pants. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely, dog. There goes another bar right there, dog. Everybody, thank you, my G. You wanna give any plugs, dog?
Instagram tore my shit down, but we back at Theo Speak. I see it going across the screen, and hit Spotify. Everyone's like, "How do I find you?" In Spotify, Apple Music, just put Speak. I'm literally the first artist that comes up. We killing the streams, and I just want to say, like, be good to each other. Try to understand each other. Don't be a dick. Everyone's going through it. You don't, whether you're talking to your server or your homie or your close friend, your collaborator, your coworker, just try to be a little empathetic. And because, man, like, that's the major takeaway of like this post-pandemic life is like every single human on earth is going through it, man. And just try to understand that. Just try to have a little empathy and, don't be a fucking lame. Don't be a racist. And we good. We straight,
Absolutely, and I agree.
Keep your eyes on your own dick. Don't worry about what other people are doing. We don't care what you're doing. One lesson my father, my Tío Beto taught me is like, they're like, don't worry about someone else's dick and don't pocket watch. Don't be a hater. Those are the two takeaways. I don't care what the fuck you're doing. Just be a good person. Be nice.
That's one thing I preach time after time. You know what I mean? And when I tell you, I'm telling myself as well.
I love it.
Like, let's be good, man. Let's
Please.
stop fucking like just fucking hating on each other, telling the motherfucker what they are. You know what I mean? If I love you guys, man.
I love that too.
And let's just keep it moving in a positive direction. That's all. Everybody give it up for Speak.
UTB Lifestyle.
Yeah.
UTB Lifestyle. Murder Val, East Los Angeles, Ciudad de Mexico. You already know what it is, man.
Yeah.
Mexican excellence. Suck my dick.
We are out of here, everybody. Love you guys. See you guys.